What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live discussion. I am your gracious host. My name is Maxwell V. Wonder the Third. No relation to Stevie. How's everybody doing on this Friday? Another weekend is upon us. We have another game tomorrow. Colorado, they have a homecoming game against Oregon State, and that is going to be a very watched game for many reasons. Let me tell you, it's going to be it's going to be it's already a sold out crowd, but a lot of people are going to tune into this game. It's also a late game. This game starts at 10 p.m. on the East Coast. 8 p.m. Mountain Time out there. So this is a late homecoming game. And it's a lot going on before this game, I tell you. A lot has happened. A lot has transpired. This man that you see right here, we all know him as Coach Prime. People my age, we know him as Neon Dion. We know him as Prime Time or just Dion, But Coach Prime, he's at the center of attention here. This team is kind of like in limbo right now. They want to make a bowl game, and they're just 2 games out. A lot of people said that there's some changes that have to be made if they're going to make a run here. And there's been a lot of talk about the offensive line. Is it all just on the offensive line? Is it the play calling? Is it coaching? What is it? So Coach Prime made a decision to go with Pat Shurmur. And yeah, he made a decision to go with Pat Shurmur. He's been promoted. He had to be promoted in order to be the play caller. So they're going with him as the play caller. He was an analyst before this, but now he's been promoted to the play caller. And he has a ton of NFL experience that he brings to the table. So we're going to see what his play calling is all about tomorrow. He's going to be on full display tomorrow. There's a lot of pressure on him. A lot of pressure because they got rid of Sean Lewis. Not got rid of him. He hasn't been fired. There's been a couple of videos saying he's been fired. He has not been fired. He just will not be play calling. He's going to do the signal calling, so Shador will know what the plays are. And then the offense got to execute those plays. Somebody told me a long time ago, you're only as good as the personnel on the field, man. You can have great personnel and they can make up for a lot of your mistakes. They can. So there's a couple things that people are going to be watching out for tomorrow. They're going to be watching Pat Shurmur, his play calling. They're going to be watching that offensive line to see if that offensive line has improved since last week. And we're going to find out tomorrow if it's the play calling. We're going to get a lot of questions answered tomorrow about that play calling. And we're going to see. Now, I do have a question, though. The head coach, we know, is Coach Prime. He's the overseer of everything. If there's some plays out there that's just not working, and if he see that they need a running game, isn't it up to him to make that call? To say, hey, listen, to the offensive coordinator, listen, we need to implement some more running games. We need to have better clock management. What's going on here? And in fact, he did do that in one game. He said we need to slow it down. He did say that. And I think the announcers had picked up on it and said Coach Prime is gesturing for the team to slow it down. That they had a few heartbreak losses here. That UCLA game was not only a heartbreak loss, the quarterback got injured, and he's still injured. That is a very big issue here. How is he going to be able to react tomorrow? He's going to play through the pain. He's a gamer, so he's going to play through it. But he said he's in pain. He said he's been rehabbing, but he cannot shake the pain, and that's a cause for concern. So they got a lot of causes for concern here with not that many games left in the off season. I mean, in the regular season, but they're hoping to get to the postseason and get to a bowl game. That is the objective here. And so, yeah, so there's a lot here going on. But first, I want to, where is it? Where is the story? Shedeur Sanders is a major story. You think the offensive coordinator, that's a major story too. The major story here, Shedeur admits that he's nowhere near healthy prior to Oregon State. That is a very big cause for concern because Oregon State is coming for it. They're coming for it. They were able to get to the UCLA quarterback at will. And so that's a cause for concern. It said here it's been one of the toughest conditioning weeks for Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders. In retrospect, the UCLA game was a doozy for him as he still tries to recover while preparing for the 16th ranked Oregon State. He met with ESPN reporter Kayla Burton on Friday and described where he is with his rehab. He said, "I can't even lie, I'm hurting," Sanders said. He has gone through rounds of treatment and taken days off, but still can't shake the pain. See, nobody's talking about that, but that is a major story right there. That's a major cause for concern right now. And quite frankly, if I'm the head coach, I'm going to be watching him very, very, very closely. And if he can't get it done, I'm going with another quarterback because his future, he has a huge upside in his future. And like I said, one hit can take him out forever. One hit. And so they're going to have to, the biggest storyline for me tomorrow is Shedeur's health because he said he's still hurting. But they got to go with him if they want to have a chance to win this game. I understand it. But look at the bigger picture here. He has the NFL in his future. He's going into a different conference next year. There's a lot on the line here. So I understand why drastic changes needed to be made. And I'm not sure if it's going to work, though, but we're going to see. But again, if I was the head coach, I have a few questions for you because you said they couldn't establish a running game. Maybe it was the play calling, but that's where you come in at to see, like, look, give me some plays. Let me see what y'all going with. Let's go with this. You should have been on the microphone during that game and say, listen, we need to slow this game down. Give me some sweeps. Give me something. Our quarterback is getting hurt here. Give me something, please. Let me see what plays you got. What running plays you got for the 1st and 8 or whatever it is. I mean, 2nd and 8 or whatever. Let me see what you guys got going on. I think you probably need to, in my opinion, you need to take the initiative to do that. Even with Pat Shurmur calling the plays, you still should be active in the plays y'all select. You know how to win this game. You played at the highest level. You know how to win it. So if there's a play in your mind, you probably would need to, what do you call it? Communicate that with the offensive coordinator. You know, say, listen, man, what you guys calling is not working here. We need to come with something else. We got to see what's in the bag. But I don't know. You probably were doing that. I don't know. But just looking on the outside in, I only have the perspective of the camera that's showing, and it just shows that the microphone is up. It just shows that you're looking at the game. That's the perspective that I see. And I always keep it 100 here. But that's the perspective that I see. And you have to take 100% of the blame here because you're the head coach. So you did take 100% of the blame and you're trying to fix it now. And this could be a genius move here. We're going to see. But these questions will be answered tomorrow. You guys are not going to be able to hide here. If you haven't fixed the holes, it will be exposed tomorrow if you haven't fixed it. There's a couple running backs that you have at your disposal that you haven't really used. Now for one, the one running back is he's still recovering and stuff like that, rehabbing. He decided to redshirt to work on his conditioning, get stronger, and come back next year. And he said to compete for the position. As far as I'm concerned, there's no competition based upon what he did his freshman year. If he's anywhere 75 or 85% near that, there's no competition. There's none. But I understand if he can't go right now. But if you get him back and he's the bionic man and he's 100%, you got to give him the nod. But I'm sure he will have some decisions to make on the off season. He's going to have a lot of big decisions to make for himself on the off season, on where he want to go with his career. I don't care what anybody say. This is just my opinion. Some people say, Max, he's not going anywhere. But that's on him, though. We don't know what's going to happen until the off season comes. We don't know. Well, he can't play. I believe he can play because he redshirted. I believe he can if he transfer. I believe he can. And but if he decides to stay, I'm with that because we need a running back like that. So if he decides to stay, I'm all in. But if he decides to leave, I'm okay with that as well. But at the same time, if you guys felt like he wasn't ready, then I understand that as well. But the issue is when you have him on special team and he's running full blast and he almost depletes somebody, I feel like he's ready. You just need to let him warm up. But you guys know more than me because you guys are the head coaches. So I just say that. But there's definitely something here if you had to make a drastic change and go with a different play caller. So there's definitely something going on that really needed to be changed. And it made me feel like you feel like that your personnel wasn't being used effectively with the personnel that you have. I feel like the personnel that you have right now should have beat UCLA. Y'all should have beat UCLA with hands down. Y'all should have beat them. Because in fact, I said the UCLA game is not even for me nothing to worry about. And you guys did okay in lead into halftime. You did okay. You were able to keep them at bay, especially with the defense. I'm not sure what's going on with Demotes Kennedy. I'm not sure what's going on with Gant. I'm not sure what's going on with the other two linebackers. I'm not sure. You said Mitchell had some things on the outside of football they had to worry with. So I understand that. Trevor Woods is seeming like he's doing well at the linebacker position. But I don't get it because if you have a linebacker that's damn near the second or third fastest on the team, how come he's not being used? This is not on the offensive coordinator at this point. This on the defensive coordinator. How come he's not being used, man? I almost feel bad for these kids that they shouldn't have came here because they like wasting their time. But I knew that was going to happen because when you bring 70 people into a team, it's going to be competition. Everybody's not going to play. You know, everybody's not going to be able to. It's not that much ball to go around. So that I get as well. That's a good problem for the coaches to have. But at the same time, if you have a linebacker that fast, please use them. Now, that's on the coaches at this point. It's not on the kids. It's on the coaches. But it could be something else I don't know about. It could be I don't know what it could be. But he's on special teams though. So I see him there. Let's see. But let me get back to Shador for a second because yeah, this is a cause here for concern. We know Shador was sacked 7 times and taken to the ground another dozen times, more by UCLA's defensive attack. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to keep him safe in this game coming up tomorrow. Because if you guys can't figure out a way to keep him safe, you guys are going to lose. That's just what it is. if you can't figure out a way to keep him safe. If you have another game like you had against UCLA, it's over. And best believe Oregon State is going to bring the house at him again, especially if you guys don't establish that running game. But I think you guys probably will try to establish this running game tomorrow because you're going with a new play caller. And he has that NFL experience. So I should see a whole new look team, which should be a positive thing for you guys. So, but Sean Lewis, OC in limbo. That's just what's happening. Sean Lewis, we know that he came from Kent State. And yeah, he was at Kent State. Let's see, where let me see what's going on. He was at Kent State from 2018 to 2022. Now Colorado 2023 to present. In 2018, let's see, his conference record was 1-7. He was overall 2-10. His second year, 2019 at Kent State, he was 7-6 overall. Conference play, he was 5-3. In 2020, his overall was 3-1. And I don't really count 2020 because you see here it's off. 3-1 was overall, and conference was 3-1. It was just because of the COVID year. After the COVID year, 2021, he was overall 7. He had 7 wins, 7 losses. Conference play, 6 wins, 2 losses. In 2022, which was his final season, his overall was 5-7, and conference was 4-4. And he decided to go to Colorado. Now, I also think, when Coach Prime took over this team, he had to fill a lot of shoes all at once. He had to go out and get offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. He had to go and fill these roles. And yeah, he had to fill these roles. And not only that, he had the burden of putting a whole team together. And a lot of the team didn't show up until training camp. They didn't show up to training camp. So they only had about maybe 3 or 4 weeks to prepare to get this team to have some type of continuity between all the units. And quite frankly, for me, that's not enough time. I'm not taking up for Sean at all, but I'm just saying it's just not enough time. But here's the issue I have. In the UCLA game, you guys abandoned the run. You didn't even give it a chance because your running backs didn't even have an opportunity. So who call was that? Like, who thought it was a good idea to just be pass heavy? Because if you're pass heavy, I'll just throw the house at you. Because that's what UCLA did. It was one play. It was a weird play. I just happened to catch it. Xavier Weaver was lined up. This other player was supposed to line. The defensive player was supposed to pick up Xavier Weaver. He didn't even do it. He wasn't even looking at him. He was just looking at Shurmur to rush. Because I guess they figure we'll be able to get to him. We'll be able to get to him about 85% of the time. And we'll take our chances if he burns us. If he gets a ball off, which he did. He got that ball off to Xavier Weaver. So they were okay with them getting burned every now and then. But they knew they can get to you because you guys are predictable. And Coach Prime said you were one-dimensional, which you guys were. So that was the game plan. Just throw the house at them. And most of the time, we're going to be successful because we're going to get the Shurmur, which translate that we're not going to get the ball to the wide receivers. They're not even going to have time to develop their route because I remember Michael Irvin said it. He said they didn't even give Shurmur a second. As soon as a second came, the defenders was in his face in multiple directions. So if you guys don't fix that tomorrow, then it's just going to be a problem. But I think you guys probably will be okay. We'll see. That locker room is a little janky right now because, the offensive coordinator, I'm sure he's feeling slighted. That he has to just do the signals and not the play calling. So he feel a little slighted. I'm sure the other coach feel like he's on the hot seat and he ain't going to be there next year. So yeah, that locker room is I would love to be a fly on that locker room right now, or the coaches meeting. So yeah, man, it's crazy. So hopefully Shador is all right. Hopefully he'll be able to. I don't know where he's in pain at though. They didn't say. I don't want him to say. Actually, I don't want him to say because I don't want the other team to know. Because they'll try to hit him there. So I definitely don't want him to say where he's in pain. He probably in pain all over. That's what Coach Prime said. He's in pain all over. So it's just a crazy situation. But hey, man. Hey, it is what it is. But that was the game plan of UCLA. I am going to throw the house at them. That's what they're going to do tomorrow. If they don't see that running game, if they see that y'all going back to that passing, yes, they are going to throw the house again. That's what they're going to do. Especially if they get wind that the offensive line can't handle it. Yeah, they're going to go for it. They're definitely going to try to go for it again. But you guys have a lot of weapons at your disposal that will keep any defense on his heels if Shador has protection. If he has protection, okay, we got a ball game now. If he has protection, yeah. If they fix that protection situation, oh yeah, you guys going to a bowl game. Congratulations, you're going. Oh yeah, you guys are going. One way or the other, you're going to find your way in a bowl game if he is protected. Okay? He is going to find a way because it seemed like when you win, that pain feel a little better, ease the pain a little bit, So this was a really big day. This was a really big day because usually things like this happens in the because this is the first time this team was put together and for this to happen. But it happens. Coach Prime had to come up with something. He had to come up with a change. So I guess he felt during practice the adjustments weren't being made, so he had to go ahead and go with Pat Shurmur. So Pat Shurmur, we're gonna see what you're gonna do tomorrow. Yes, sir. We're gonna see. Yes, indeed. You are up for the task. You have a lot of NFL experience. Yes, indeed. And it's going to be on full display. Pull out all the tricks tomorrow. We're going to expect to see some tricks tomorrow. It's going to be some stuff. It's going to be primetime TV. I can't wait. But how's everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing all right? Hope everybody doing. It's the weekend. We got a game tomorrow. I'm excited. We got a game. Ain't no bye week. We got a game. And that's a plus. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this season like that. But if anybody want to come on the panel, just let me know and share your thoughts as well. That's what I want to do. I want to see if I can get a panel. But if you do come on the panel, just keep the language at a minimum. And yeah, I'd definitely like to see you on the panel. So let's see what y'all talking about. How's everybody doing? What's up, y'all? You said I can't wait. Praise the Lord. Oh, you saw that video back in the day. You said can't wait. Praise the Lord. Talking about that guy. You said watch Travis throw a touchdown. I mean, I want to see some flea flickers or something. I mean, come on, guys. Let's get it. Let's keep Shador upright. Listen, you keep Shador upright. I promise you he's going to burn him. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you on that. It's just going to be something to see. Let me see something else real quick. What did I see? Okay, we finished with Shador. Yeah, so yeah, everybody is reporting it. Even the 9 News is reporting it. CU Buffs promoting former NFL coach to offensive coordinator. Now, I wonder, is Pat Shurmur going to be up top or is he going to be on the field? I'd rather be up top if I'm the offensive coordinator. I'd rather be calling up top because I want to see the whole field and I want to see what's going on. And then I want to talk to the quarterback on the phone. Why can't it be like that? Why I got to be on the field? That's what I would prefer. I'd rather be up there, up top, Especially I'm the defensive coordinator, get my Don Capers on. You know what I'm saying? Up top with my binoculars. You know, like holy crap. Damn, somebody just broke it. I socked it out of pocket. Lord have me. Hold on, y'all. My girl just socked it out of pocket on me. Damn. Hey, Firefly, listen, thank you. Thank you once again. Thank you once again. You also blessed me last week. You said for the services rendered, good time. Oh Lord. Firefly, you forget this is Buffs Nations Daily. This is not my other channel. Oh Lord. Well, I'm glad you had a let me get back to this. Let me get back to this. Let me get back to this now. Firefly know how to, she always get me blushing. Listen, just for that right there, the Buffs gotta win. The Buffs gotta win tomorrow. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? We getting good luck all over the places. They gotta win tomorrow. Coach Prime, let me tell you what he guys, Coach Prime. Thank you, Firefly, once again. Thank you once again, Firefly. I appreciate you. Oh, she blessed me more than that last week. Y'all just wasn't that was on my other page. It was crazy last week. Coach Prime, what he did, guys, he had to make a decision. He had to make a move. Coach Prime said he want to win right now. Okay. He want to win right now. And he figured, he did the math. He said, okay, the math ain't mathing. But if I do this, then we might be in contention because he wants to. I know he said he don't care about no bowl games. He just want to win. He want to go to a bowl game, y'all. Okay. He want to win right now. And he's a Leo. He's born August 9th. I'm born August 8th. Leos are cut different. I would want to win now too. And if that means going with another offensive coordinator right now, that's what I would do. So, but Sean Lewis, he would still be calling the plays. Calling the signal calling. And that's very important as well. We need the signal calling. He can also consult with Sean if he need to about these plays. So yeah, I'm okay with it. And but the main thing is the main thing. You gotta protect number 2. You see this kid right here? You got to protect this young man. This young man is special. You got to protect him. He is a bona fide NFL quarterback. He's a pocket passer. Bona fide. He just need the layers of protection that Tom Brady had when he was in New England. They had a commercial on it called the levels of protection. He needs that. If he got it, he's going to blow the defense apart. He can read defenses like nobody's business. But the problem is he didn't have time because the defenders were in his face. You got to give this kid opportunity. If you give the kid opportunity, then we don't have nothing else to say. Then if the other team win, it's just the better team won. And everybody's talking about Byron Leftwich, man. Byron Leftwich trying to go to the NFL, man. He gonna get an offensive coordinator job in the NFL. But if he did come to Boulder, that'll be a plus, not a minus. Byron Leftwich played this game at the highest level. So but he also went up there to visit. I wonder why. I don't know. What you go up there and visit for? You said, yeah, yep. You said I called it. I kept saying, Sean, wait a minute. No, you ain't call it. Everybody thought I was a conspiracy. No, you're still a conspiracy theorist. Don't. But thank you for the donation, East Coast Cav. That's a blessing. I can't say too much to you because you blessed me. See how you do? You see how he did it? He put the conspiracy stuff in there and I had to read it. Come on, East Coast Cav. But thank you, East Coast Cav, for the 5. Now, You called it a little bit. Okay, I had to give you a little credit. I remember what you said. You said there's some changes have to be made. That's what you said. But then you did go in and say he's a plant. We don't have no proof of if he's a plant or not. A plant, excuse me. See, because what you're saying is he was put there, or either he was approached to throw a wrench in the game here. That means that somebody had to give him a bag to do that, and a pretty big bag. It had to be a pretty big bag for him to jeopardize his career. I don't think he would jeopardize his career. Okay, I don't think so. I don't think he was a plant. I think that sometimes things just, it is what it is. Now, here's my question though. When somebody brought up this interesting statistic earlier, and it was what's his name? Where's my phone? Let me get the picture up. I took a screenshot of it. Hang on, East Coast. Hang on a second. Let me find the picture. Okay, Brian Howell said this. He said the problem with Colorado's offense has been a lack of a run game and not committing to it. I find it hard to believe that Sean Lewis, he said he found it hard to believe that's Sean Lewis' choice. This is what Brian Howell is saying. Lewis ran the ball more than 60% of the time at Kent State. CU runs 40% of the time. This hasn't been a typical Lewis offense. Now, if he ran the ball 60% of the time at Kent State, that's kind of a balanced offense. That's a balanced offense. What happened here? What's the difference here? Is was there a meeting and say, listen, we got to get this kid the Heisman Trophy? We got to make this pass heavy. What was the case here? See, I'm speculative now, which I can't be because I'm not in those meetings. But that's a fair question to ask. How come he ran the ball 60% of the time? He's not doing it here. We got better running backs than they had at Kent State. I don't care what nobody say. So why? Because maybe that'll be less touches for Travis? Why? That's a question that I have. But I don't want to say this. So he's saying that he find it hard to believe that's Sean Lewis' choice. Now, ultimately, like I said, now Coach Prime did mention the other day that he do have a choice on who gets in the game. He said put him in the game and put him in the game now. So he does have influence over this team. Now, was that on him or was that, we don't know. But we will get our questions answered in the offseason if he gets fired. He's going to start talking, and then we'll know. No, actually, we might, because remember, there's always three sides to the story. We can't just believe Sean Lewis' side. We can't just believe whoever else's side because we're not there. Maybe the players will talk, whoever's leaving. That's the only way we're really going to know. We probably really never going to know. But I do know that Coach Prime leave it all in the offensive coordinator to call these plays. But here's the thing, though. We know in the first game, Shador threw for a record-breaking number of yards. Is it possible that they believe that if we run the game more, that it's going to take away from his passing stats? Inquiring minds want to know. That's not me being a hater. I just want to know why they're not running this damn ball. Now, they're saying that we can't establish the running game. That's the official answer. We cannot establish a running game. But we have seen Hankerson run that ball. We have seen it. But the official answer is, out of the camp, they're having a hard time running the ball. That's the official answer. This came out of Coach Prime's mouth. So I have to go with that. So if he feels like they can't establish a running game, then who am I to say, because I'm not there. So, but it is a question that people want to know, like, listen, you guys got more than capable running backs here. How come you guys are so pass heavy? Is it that you want to pad stats? Because that's why y'all losing. That's why you're losing. You know why? Because you're playing on a level where you're playing against on any given Saturday, you're playing against NFL hopefuls that can get to that quarterback. And if they can't get to him, they will throw all type of blitz packages at you and they will get to that quarterback. That's why they're losing. They should have beat UCLA, folks. They should have beat them. Now, they say Oregon, they didn't have a chance. Well, I don't know. The game is already over now. I'm just talking about the UCLA game. They could have beat them. UCLA didn't do anything special. In fact, Oregon State beat UCLA. So here's the thing. We know in the last game, Kev, that they abandoned the run. They did. They didn't even give it a chance. They didn't give it a chance. But the official word is they cannot establish a running game. Now, what Coach Prime is saying is really it's the play calling, or we just don't have the personnel, or he's trying to say it's the offensive line that can't run block. Wait a minute. The offensive line, I have seen them run block. I've seen one offensive lineman was 30 yards down the field. I've seen it. Maybe it's the play calling. We don't know. So, but I can't say it's one way or the other. I can't say I can only go with what the head coach said. The head coach said that we can't establish a running game, and that's all I can go on. Yeah, they could have beat all these teams, New Avenue. They could have beat all these teams. They have the personnel. Maybe they didn't think y'all have it. Y'all had the personnel. If you got a quarterback like that, you got the personnel. If you got a running back that got 4.3 speed, like Dylan Edwards, oh, you got the personnel. Oh, yeah. You got Travis Hunter, you got the personnel. You got Shiloh back there trying to figure out, do he need to take it easy on these defenders? Yeah, you got the personnel. You got Trevor Woods that can play any damn position. You got the personnel. You have the personnel. So maybe their play calling got to get a little bit more, get the defense guessing. And maybe that'll protect Shador. Because think about it. If you burn the defense for a run, then they're gonna think twice. They're not gonna always throw the house at you. Because what if Shador burn you for a 50-yard bomb and burn you? Because you don't do the house and now you're looking silly. Even though you got to him, but you're looking silly. Because he can do it more than once. All you gotta do is give him the time. And he's already established that he has a quick release. He established that last week. So that makes him even more of a threat. That he has a very quick, accurate release, not just a quick release, an accurate release. This man is all that in a bag of chips, but you got to protect him. So I don't know why they're not running last week. I don't know why. You said I love your channel thing. I appreciate you. Maybe I reached a smidgen. You said you reached a smidgen, but come on. I find it funny he stepped down from the head coaching job to be a coordinator, respectfully. Well, yeah, he did step down from a head coaching job, but he probably thought this was a great opportunity because look what he saw what Coach Prime is bringing to the table here. All eyes are going to be on them. This could boost his career because they have a winning season. Think about that, what's going to do for his next job. So he probably saw the writing on the wall, said, okay, this is a great opportunity. I'm up for the task. So I'm okay with that. But he brought his I find it like kind of like out of all of I'm not taking nothing away from the offensive line coach. I'm not taking nothing away from the offensive line coach, but it seemed like, he was in a situation where he had to put a team together. He had to put this staff together, man. They had to do it. So I'm not saying that he rushed the process, but time was of the essence. because he didn't have that much time to try to get this team together. Well, they got them together, but I'm talking about to have them working like a well-oiled machine. And when I saw that TCU game, I was convinced they had the personnel. I said, yeah, they got it. I'm like, damn, they got it. They got it. This team ain't scared either. They got it. So I don't know. I can't say he's a plant because I don't know. Like, that's something that I would have to know. And if he was a plant, he would have been gone. He would have been fired. They would have had to let him go. I don't think so. I just think that they made a decision to be pass heavy. He already said Heisman loading. He had two players that said Heisman load. No, Travis said Heisman loading. So he wants the ball. He wants the ball. You know what I mean? Heisman loading. Shador talking about Heisman. In order way you get the Heisman, you got to have them stats. So maybe that was it. There was an emphasis on the passing game for these stats, and that's what lost them these games. But I keep hearing them getting on the players saying, how bad do y'all want it? There has not been one player yet to stand up and say, look, coach, I got to talk to you as the leader here. We need a more balanced attack, coach. We need a more balanced attack here. We are giving it our all. We're just too damn predictable, coach. I would have got kicked off the team. I said, coach, we're too predictable. Everybody in the world know we throwing. Like, damn. Like, what do you want us to do? I would have said that. And I got my ass kicked off the team, probably. It don't take a rocket scientist to know that y'all one-dimensional. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, damn, coach, we want it. But damn, like, can we get some more plays? Can we get some running plays, coach? Can we get some flea flickers? If y'all did throw a reverse that time, I like that with Xavier. Oh, it was Xavier, and y'all did one with Horn. You did a reverse. Can we get some plays, coach? Can we do that? Can we get some play? I'm like, coach, we got some running backs. Can we use them? Damn. If you want to pass the game, if they throw the house at us, what you trying to say we still want it for? God damn. Of course we still want it. Do y'all want it? That's what I would have said. Do y'all want it? I guarantee somebody had to have said something by now. Like, I would have said in that coaches meeting, remember when he said he met with the offensive line? I said, coach, with all due respect, we're one-dimensional. We can't block everybody. Because I can show you the play where all the linemen were standing up, right? You know how they do. All the linemen were standing up, and it was two defensive backs and a linebacker blitzing. I can show you. And they left it on their safeties to make sure that Shador didn't get the touchdown. They threw two cornerbacks, a linebacker, and the whole line is coming at Shador. They weren't even thinking about guarding Weaver. So, coach, we can't block everybody, coach. And then you know what he would have been like? Because coach, I'm sure he would respect people keeping it 100. Okay, I respect that. I'll fix it. Yep, I'll fix. Like, damn, coach. There was a couple plays where my man where he blew past me. That's my bad. But we cannot protect him in an all-out blitz. They threw an all-out blitz at him multiple times during the game. You said, shouldn't Coach Prime already know this? Yeah, but I'm just saying, he's not the offensive coordinator though. Now, does he have the ultimate say so? Like, hey, let me see these plays. Yeah, he can. Let me see, but he has a different coaching style. Every coach is not the same. He has a different coaching style. Like, look, man, I trust y'all with these plays. If you think we need to be, but I see when they feel like they're down, especially in that Oregon game, when they felt like the game, yeah, go ahead and pass it. Let's see how we can score as many points as we can. That I get. But but it's just, I think it comes down to the play. It's not the kids, man. It's not them. It's not it keeps thinking it's them, with these speeches saying that, do y'all want to win? Yeah, coach, we want to win, dog. Yeah, dog, we want to win. But do y'all want to win? Because y'all the ones sitting up here giving us these plays. Y'all the one y'all made us one dimensional. I don't care what they say. These coaches made them one dimensional. They made them one dimensional. But guess what though? They can fix it though. See, this is fixable. I can see if it was a personnel issue where they just don't have the good players. No, they have the good players. Now they just have to fix what they're doing and they'll win. So that's kind of like a good problem that to have. Okay, we're one dimensional, but the question is, why are we one dimensional? Because we're not establishing that running game. You got to play this a game of 10 yards. You got to play it 10 yards at a time, but maybe it's not fancy enough for a Heisman. Guys, I got to keep it real, man. I got to keep it 100. But now that they know that, they're going to start winning. I guarantee they win tomorrow. If they fix it, guarantee it. That's how good they are. They're really that good. That's why the players are a little bit frustrated. They know they're good. They know they are. They know they are, man. They good. So bring a balanced attack. Okay, you might stop the running back for -5 yards. Keep running it. Keep running it. Run a different play. I guarantee you they'll come out with the victory. Guarantee it, man. Because they got a kid with a Rolls Royce for an arm. I guarantee they're going to come out with the victory. Guarantee it. They're going to come out with it. Virginia Blue, thank you so much. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't somebody want the link? Did I read that earlier? Thank you, Virginia Blue. I appreciate you. Palm Tree, what you talking about? You talking about the kid's mother now? We talking about football. You sitting up here talking about the kid's mother. You said, what's this conversation about? Oh man, we talking about Sue's rendezvous. Yep. We talking about how I'm gonna get some tickets to Sue's rendezvous. Let me see. But thank you. KMS, I'm just joking with you. I'm just joking. I'm Palm Tree down. No, Palm Tree is sitting up there talking about the kid's mother. That's all you can make a comment on is that kid's mother. You said, thank God he's demoted. Well, they gotta go out there and win it now. They gotta go out and win it, which they can. And you know the crazy thing, I know he was frustrated. His son is getting pummeled out there, and he knew he could have won this game. He knew they could have won, not him, the kids. He knew they could have won a game. Yep. But now it's not too late though. He made the change, and they could still get a bowl game. So it's not too late. So guess he made it at the right time. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I said, ain't no way in hell Coach Prime are gonna sit up here and go the same shit. I said, yo, did you see his face? It was no way in hell. I knew it was gonna be something. He like, bro, dog, we gotta come up with something, dog. We got to get on our bike. We need these running backs to go down on that bike. Does Alton say he gonna come back next year? He gonna go ahead and get in that weight room and get to be the bionic man. And he gonna come back help us next year. But we need to win right now. What can we do right now? And he did it. Yeah, he ain't messing around. When he said he wanted to win this year, he wasn't playing. You said missing a bowl game is a huge statement. Well, he ain't trying to miss one. Now, I do know that the schedule is pretty rough, but it's winnable though. I don't care. Nobody said they can win out for the rest of the schedule. And I know people think I'm crazy when I say that. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. They can. They can win it. It'll be tough though, but hey, it's hard to win at that level. But yeah, they made a change. But man, when I heard that earlier, I said, "Oh no way, I'm not reading this." I said, "Okay, they're really gonna try to win out. That's what they're trying to do. They want to make a change. At least try to keep upright." So they need to have two in treatment right now. He need to be in an ice bath or something. I don't know what he need. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I would have bought him dinner tonight. You need to buy your dinner number 2, even though you don't need nobody to buy you no dinner. You something. Get him a massage or whatever he need. Whatever he need. You know? Send him to the best specialist or something for the, fly him out to wherever. I'll do whatever I got to do to get this kid on the field. Whatever I got to do. Yeah, they better than that, Miss J. Oh, yeah, they way better than that. And you know the crazy thing is, this team would just put together, and I'm saying they're better than that. That's crazy. He know what he got. He know what he has. See, that's why I say, Coach Prime, he might not be on the microphone that much, but he's what you call he analyzes. He actually he see everything on the field as it's happening. He remembers it. It's like he's can't really explain how he does it. And but they got the personnel here. They got more than enough. They have more than enough to win. More than enough with the talent they got right there. You know, when the coach said we about 8 dogs away, I'm like, I would have stood up. Coach, you got the 8 dogs right here. Can we please get a running game, please? Can we please have a balanced attack? We got the 8 dogs. Y'all just not using us. We got the 8 dogs. We got Caleb Mathis. He's the route god. Can you please put him in the game? Can you please do that? You got a dog right there. Lord have mercy. Okay, you need a quick slant route. You need something crazy. Put him in the game. He's a route god. Okay, and then that'll free up Jimmy and Xavier and all that, because Xavier's just solid. He gonna get you the catches. Michael Harrison is Mr. Automatic. We all got the dogs. Y'all got them. You got them. You got the dogs. You got them. That's what I would have said as a player. Coach, you got the dogs right here. Well, where they at, baby? They right here. You know what I'm saying? Do the running game. I ain't say you got to run the whole game. You don't have to run it, but at least get them more than 20 touches, sir. Please. Collectively, tomorrow, I would like to see the running backs collectively get 30 touches. At least. Listen, that Wildcat offense, not the Wildcat, the Rick Ross. Listen, if you're going to do it like that, give it to Bishop Thomas. Let him run it in. Let him get his Jerome Bettis on. Y'all got the dogs. Y'all have them. You put him in at the Jerome Bettis position, and I guarantee you're going to get the Jerome Bettis on and run it up in there. I guarantee you. When I saw him run that fast down the field on special teams to get that hit, I said, he's that fast? But you know what's crazy, though? How fast is Rock, though? Because Rock beat him in a race. That's scary, isn't it? For offensive linemen to be that fast. So that's Orlando Pace fast, because he was fast. He also played basketball too. But if you got that lineman going down the field like that, oh my God, will y'all please put him in there? And if y'all like on the 3rd-yard line, let him pound that ball in there. Okay, he didn't get in the first time. Now you at the goal line, give it to him one more time. That's it. That's it. Guys, look, I'm talking like I know something. Look, I am the ultimate. I don't care what nobody say. I am the ultimate offensive coordinator. That's what I'm saying to myself right now. I'm the ultimate. I'm the ultimate armchair offensive coordinator. That's right. I have promoted myself. You see what I'm saying? Since they over there giving promotions, I am promoting myself to the interim. I'll give myself that, the interim. The interim armchair, sit at home offensive coordinator. That's it. That's my position for the remainder of the season. Coach Prime, I got you. I got you, man. Coach Prime, I got you. We're going to get to a bowl game. I got you. So, Coach Prime, when you at the 5-yard line, that's when Bishop Thomas come in. When you at the 5-yard line, and let him pound it on in there. And I guarantee you he's going to get a touchdown. Guarantee it. Shit, if Rock could play, I would tell you to give it to Rock. Oh, my God. Y'all got the dogs, man. Y'all got them. You said, no offense, it don't take a rocket scientist. I am a scientist, though. I ain't a rocket scientist, but I am a scientist. I am a scientist. So you thought you got me. You almost don't take a rocket scientist, but you're talking to a scientist, though. How about that? You're talking to a scientist. You don't see that microscope right there? That's when I had locks. That was back in 08. I'm still it. So yeah, you talking to a scientist. So there you go. So how you like that? Talking about I don't take a rocket scientist, but I'm a scientist though. So that means that I have promoted myself to the interim armchair. Yeah, I'm a mad scientist. The armchair offensive coordinator. That's my new role now. So you go ahead and report that. That's my new role now. And I'm also an analyst as well. Okay. So damn, I got multiple roles. Shit, you can't even pay me how much I'm worth. I'm also an analyst because I just told you to put Bishop Thomas in and let him get rid of that Rick Ross stuff and put him in there and let him pound it up the middle. Okay, see, that's an analyst talking now. No, I'm not turned up. Not turned up. I just know we getting ready to go ahead and go to a bowl game. I'm just telling you that right now, Amani. Always, we going to a bowl game now. Coach Prime said, y'all ain't gonna have me make this speech. Talk about and we ain't going to no bowl game. Oh no. All right, where's the link? I'm gonna have to keep this picture up just in case it might come up in here funny. All right, there's the link. I don't know what I'm gonna get tonight, but we'll see. Oh Lord, please don't have nobody troll me. Oh Lord, I'm waiting. But it's been official. I have promoted myself tonight, and I'm quitting my day job. How about that? I'm quitting my day job, and I'm heading to Boulder. All right. And we're going to find some plays. You said, let's just win tomorrow. Yeah. You got to take it one game at a time. But other than that, it happens though. We'll see what happens tomorrow. It's a late game though. I'm not complaining. I get all my stuff done, get some dinner, and then relax and then watch the game. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I plan to do tomorrow. Go out and take care of my business and my errands and stuff, and then I gotta pick somebody up from the airport again. This girl act like she can't even go get Uber. I said, "What's wrong with Uber?" She said, "Have you heard what's happening?" I was like, "Okay, I'll come get you." She paranoid. She don't want to get ride sharing after what happened in Atlanta. I mean, California, Los Angeles. Y'all heard what happened, right? That's crazy. Panda Bear, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, Thomas L?
What's going on? What's going on with y'all? What's up? Peace,
All
peace to
right.
everybody.
Panda Bear, what's going on with you?
I'm pretty good, man. I was listening to some of your commentary. Pretty interesting to say the least. Um, I think one of the issues with Bishop, I think he has some off the field issues going on because we haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I haven't seen him. I haven't really been paying attention.
Because in either well off or one of the media things they were talking about it, but they was kind of hush hush about it. So I think
Right,
he has something happening off the field.
Yeah, I haven't seen him featured in the videos either.
You know,
right. Yeah, not like usually. I think the same thing. Like something happened with grades because Prime did say something about players having grades and off the
Oh
field
yeah,
problems.
but I thought he was a really good student though.
I thought he was too. I thought he was like an
Yeah,
honor roll, like
yeah,
science
yeah.
student or
Florida
something.
State, yeah. hmm He
and
was.
when he was in Florida, he a pretty bright kid too. He could play multiple positions. So I was saying the issue with the OC was he could play tight end too. A lot of people don't know he could play tight end. He could play wide receiver. He could play plenty positions. So
Right.
He's an
He
athlete.
played tight end in high school. Right?
Yeah, he
so
played
the
tight in high
issue
school.
was using three to block for Shador was just dumb moves. So the OC overall was he wasn't using the personnels to fit his play schemes.
Right.
So it didn't make sense. So even no matter how you want to look at it, he never adjusted. He has this philosophy, and I'm gonna do that. But
Right.
then a lot of us look at like, hey, prime one to make Shador stats go up, but you're not going to sacrifice his health. So that theory don't lend to him getting hurt.
Right.
That's true.
So
He
I think
wouldn't.
a
Yeah,
lot
he
of
wouldn't
times,
go that way. He wouldn't go the distance like that if it means for him getting hurt. No, we'll
No.
go with a more balanced attack.
Right. There's no need for that.
But if we
Should
have the opportunity for him to throw it, yeah, of course he's going to throw it. We
right.
need him to throw it. If he has that opportunity, if he see that man open, yeah, throw it all day long.
Right.
no,
They
hmm
try they
I
try to
agree
make
with
him a volume.
I agree with you.
Right.
we could critique Shador too. Now, one of the things he does poorly is he doesn't sell the run right. If
Well,
you
I was
look at
just
it,
thinking that too.
he
Yeah,
has the option in the offense to pull out of the run at the last minute. So what he does is hand the ball and goes with him and then lets it go.
that's something he got to work on.
So
Okay,
as far as a style and technique, it doesn't lend to the advantage because everybody expecting the run. It's
right.
only twice they actually I had to be like, where the ball at?
He kept
You
it
see what
in
I'm
his
saying?
bag.
Like
Yeah. He keeps it most
they
of the
do
time.
not sell it good at all. So the handoff have to be cleaner for the run to work. And I know you were saying we got some dogs. We have dogs on the exterior. The trenches are not dogs. They are good athletes, but they don't have that. One of three things I want us to look at.
Okay,
When Shador gets hit, there's nobody from the O line to pick him up. That's the issue, which means that they don't have the dog mentality. Like you're not hitting my quarterback. I don't know if people
It,
ever played. I
yeah,
don't know
it's
if
not
people ever. You
it,
not that's not a
right. But
response
see,
of
that's
being a
that's play
guard.
calling. That's play calling again. See, people looking at see all that when you.
No, I'm not talking about the play calling part. I'm talking about
I know
you
what you mean.
having the heart
Right.
like you
The heart.
not hitting my homeboy.
Right. Because you gotta look at it. Look, they getting punked. Okay, when you in the trenches and like you're a lineman, I'm a D lineman. I'm talking crazy, and you just every time, every play, your first move is a step back. I get to rush you and get in your head and make you feel weak. About
I
the third
understand. Oh,
quarter,
I understand that part you're saying, bro.
listen. See, people want to. They look. In order for them to be dogs on the O line, you gotta unleash them and you gotta go let them attack linebackers, pull, lay on the D line. Then it's like, yeah, I got you that time. Yeah, you saw. But when you letting your O line just back up and get pass protective, right? And all game, you're not gonna tire all the D line. Like this is like letting your defensive line sprint 5 yards every other second all practice. That's not going to tire out a D line. What's going to tire out a D
Let's
line
let's look at
is
the last
pushing and
game they
battling.
played.
Right.
Let's look at the last game they played.
And that was
They
ridiculous.
was there's a
They
dude on the left. I promise you, his uniform was clean. He
it
did
was
not
disrespectful.
touch at any point. Look at it.
Right, because look, you're not getting physical. The physicality don't come on in the trenches, pass blocking, and like UCLA, they was in rocket, whatever you want to call it, rush, sprint. They wasn't even in the 3-point stance. They didn't even get down in the ground. They was standing up. How you got the whole D lineman standing up, and you're not gonna run the ball? You already got leverage if you get down because they're standing up. Why are we running the ball? Like when you automatically know as a defender, I played college. I practiced D. I was at Fresno. Originally I went to Fresno in 2000. Then I ended up messing around and I got propped 89. Then I got transferred to Laney. Then I played Sandbacker over there at Laney. This is long. It's like 20 years ago. It's 2002 I played. So, but like when you playing football and you just gotta just smack this dude every time, he just backing up. I'm just rushing him every time. And then like I can stand up and you in the 3, and I'm knowing I'm still pass blocking. I'm still pass blocking. I'm rushing every time. I'm getting the intensity. I'm getting going. I'm getting hyped. And you're not going to even. You can't even talk now. Like what? Say what? What? I just dogged you. What? You slow. I'm jerking you, shaking you. Only when the O line get the push on the D line. See, people looking at this. Wait, you telling you? It's like that's like you telling the point guard to go dunk on somebody. It's like it don't happen like that. So it's like when you give your O-line enough run plays to actually go attack the defense, then you see the swag come out because the O-lineman pancake somebody on accident. And now they like, what? Then if you even come close to my quarterback, I'm going to smack you again. Like, because I'm run blocking on you. I'm getting physical. You tired when you rushing because you've been pass blocking me for three downs.
Yeah, but
like,
this is the point I'm making though.
That come with that, man.
This is the point I'm making though. I would concede to your point if they were stopping them or if they was going up and creating resistance. They were
it's a few
blowing
plays though. A few plays I
no,
like,
bro. No,
I get it
bro.
when the quarterback was down.
We're talking about the last game, right? Let's focus because the reason why I could say they have the capability of doing it, we saw it in the first game. And no team factually beat them except Oregon. Oregon is the only team that beat them.
I'll give it to them. I'm not again. That's in the,
so
all of this.
So the capability of them to block exists. They just have poor technique and they don't have the will, bro.
Yeah.
What I was talking about wasn't even that. I was talking about when two get hit down, none of them go to pick him up. That's a character thing.
No, I've
That
seen
has
them pick him up.
nothing to do with playing.
Yeah, that happened. What happened was
Hold up, bro. Hold up. Let me cook. Let me finish my point.
Go ahead.
That has nothing to do with the ball. As character, you got to make sure two stand up. You missed your assignment. That's already done. He got hit. That's already done. None of you go pick him up. That's a problem.
Well, here's the thing, real quick. I want to say this. I have seen them pick him up. Right. There's been a couple of times where he got up immediately. And there was one time where they didn't pick him up. I have seen that.
And it was exploited. Like, you know what I'm saying? They exploit.
I mean, I'm not being extreme and say they never did it. I'm just saying in context, though. There's a heart behind that doesn't exist. That's the correlation I'm making to dogs. I'm not saying they can't do it. I'm not saying they don't have the ability to play. They wouldn't even be there. They would have never been recruited. So we got to respect them for the fact that they playing D1. That means they have the potential to do that. Is it consistent? No. Have we seen them do that? Yes. So I'm saying the dog mentality. The dogs are reserved for people who are able to push through the pressure.
Well, here's the thing. Now that
we could say they have talent, we can't say they are dogs.
But now that they've been called out,
I get you on that. But you go ahead.
Now that they've been called out, we're gonna see it tomorrow. They're gonna bring it out. If they don't bring it out tomorrow, they don't have it. They're gonna bring it out tomorrow because I know I would. I said, I'll tell the coach, expect one penalty from me. Expect one good penalty because if that defender even run his mouth, me and him going to the ground. So expect one good penalty out of me tomorrow because I'm getting nasty.
Right. Good club, a good club, a good couple pancakes. You know what I'm saying? Hold and pancake him or something. Just trying to get away with something. You know what I mean? I don't see them club. They're always reaching. But a lot of that is play calling because, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what their gap's supposed to be. Like, especially on, like we said, technique. I can't vouch for the technique is bad because this the whole strategy of how they want to run the offense, I think, is not cohesive with the players. Period. It's just not. And thinking it's Novocaine is not the option either. So
Thomas L., I promise you tomorrow, if I was Tank because of his size, I will be wrapping my hands up like battering rams.
he's so big. All
You
he gotta
will
do is
see
club
something
and
nasty
pause. Like,
tomorrow.
man,
I will be clean. I'm not gonna try to hurt nobody, but you're gonna see me looking like freaking Art Shell tomorrow. You're gonna see my hands wrapped up like they broken.
he
I
too
said, I'm
big.
coming.
Man, he too big not to get a pancake every
No, he
play.
gonna get one tomorrow. I'm like, yo, I don't just think just yeah, it'll be just a straight grind tomorrow. It'll be ugly. Y'all see it.
I
Now, if
hope
I
they.
was to go on my conspiracy tip, nobody on the O line have an NIL.
We don't
But
know. We don't know
I
what they're
think they do.
getting.
Got, I think I heard something about the O line. I think most of the team getting like.
Yeah, they
Most of the team getting, but I don't think anybody on the O line officially, unless it's been within the last 2 weeks.
Well, they gotta do something to get. I mean, who other than knowing people on the
Yeah,
line
but
is
we
6'9".
we we talking about kids who not that mature yet.
Well,
See,
I've seen
that's
a couple of them show the cars that they got, like trucks and stuff. So they got
right.
something.
Right. That's the that was who was that? Utah who gave everybody a truck. But
Well, I've seen Savion Washington said thank you to whatever dealership for this truck. A
Yeah,
couple of them
it
got trucks.
got people getting stuff, but it's more like Travis is like the more popular kids
But
because he
see, the
also
thing is, we
goes.
don't. I know this just because of how the collectors work and the boosters. We're not gonna know exactly how much they're getting. They're
right.
not gonna promote that.
No,
Oh, that too.
it might
So
sound
if they
crazy.
are getting money, we're not going to know. And that I don't really care about that part because if they are getting money, it's hard to speculate. We're not going to know unless they come out and
I
say
was
it.
just trying to have
Whatever they
my
get, they earn it.
conspiracy theory moment.
I know, but I don't want to. I don't want to do that conspiracy thing because we don't know. Because I don't know anybody on that team to verify that. So if they are getting money, I wouldn't say I'm getting money anyway. Me personally,
Right.
I wouldn't even talk about it. But yeah, I know some stuff is public, like some of the endorsements that Shador has and Travis, that's public. But the collectives, when they say, "Hey, let me slide you some money," that's not going to be public.
Right.
Right. No,
I
that's all
guarantee you,
private.
I'll make some money tomorrow because I will wrap my hands up like battering rams. I will have all type of war paint on my face. It'll be on and popping tomorrow. I'm telling you.
Hey,
Oh,
straight
coach.
program.
Okay,
Straight
you
program.
saying well, I don't have to go get it. Okay, we're gonna see it tomorrow. I
Hey,
guarantee you, coach gonna be smiling on that sidelines after I get done.
hey,
Yes, sir.
take out the prime and make you a prime and do something.
You know
Make
how
you an
they say,
alter
you know how
ego.
you were saying the technique, how they were in that track stance and they didn't really let it get me a chance to get out. Okay, well, I'm blocking low then. I'm going right to your damn numbers. That's what's gonna happen.
That was a disrespect, man. See,
I'm
look,
not gonna chop block, but
that last game, Max, man, how you just like that was so disrespectful, man. It's this testing the intelligence. I just hope they got the ears, man, because you just can't shade man, block man, or get to the next man. What are you doing on the offensive line?
no, I'm not gonna get ejected from the game. I'm gonna play him clean, but I'm gonna be aggressive as hell. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I want to see him go run block. If they just let him run block like 3 series, boom, 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 throw like 2 passes. Man, don't even worry about passing because it's gonna be a greedy game anyway. Oregon not gonna be passing; they're gonna be run the ball. Man, play like a college football team. Act like you don't have a quarterback. If they do that one time, I guarantee you they win, bro. If they do that 4 times, they win 4 times. Man, act like Shador can't throw. And act like you got to rely on your running and make the running game work.
Well, I
They gonna
think that's one of the problems, though. The team came into it as Shador and Travis was the saviors, and they play like that. Because even when they coming down close, you hear them saying stuff like, two got it, two got us. We ain't looking for that. If everybody play, we don't gotta wait till they come down.
You're
You see
right.
what I'm saying? Like they created this we gotta save your mentality. And I
That
think it hurts the team overall. Yes, he can get down the field in a minute, but man, we ain't playing for that. And the line is not good enough to play for that. And the problem is the OC wasn't putting calls to fit the people. He just had calls and I was trying to force it by personnel.
it's
For
like
example, you never used the tight end in the right way. We used him a couple of times and he got in the end zone, but we never seen him until like his critical moments. You ever
right.
seen him play any other time? You
They
ever
tried
see
to
the
use
tight
him
end
early.
coming out the back?
They tried to use him early. I think was it
When they
Stanford
use him,
game?
he always been successful though.
Yeah, they used him this game. He caught a couple early catches. They just strayed away from whatever plan they initiated with because the tempo they came out with when they came out and they came with Edwards and then Hankerson when Hankerson got Mikey blowed up 20. If Mikey don't get blowed up, Hankerson walking that in because I'm thinking he trucking that last safety. But like they move
That's
away from
true.
their aggression and like you see how they when they first started playing the let's get to the UCLA game. When that first quarter, they dominated. I don't care. It was 6-0. It should have been 14-0. You know what I mean? But it got funny in the 30 because they didn't want to stick with the run game. Of course, the one counter got blew up in the backfield. And, I mean, you expect it on the pull because linemen got to chase the hip, so you're gonna run into the running back. You know what I mean? But don't stray from that. And then Dylan run the 8. Come on, don't run. So like you see how but when they figure whatever they adjusted, they went back to it looked like the Stanford game because they kept going bunch. Then they got bunch time. Like, why y'all so tight? You got spread, stretch, pitch some run formations out here, zone, do something. And it's like they refuse. It was the hard thing about that game for me last week was to continuously watch and keep passing. And like we know that you can't run, you saying because you can't run pass, but you keep passing right now and you know you can't pass block. And that was the most frustrating thing to see. But when
It's
you
not
see
the
that
I don't
team
think it
do
was
that,
the issue they couldn't pass, man. The pass was designed for 5-step drops. It ain't gonna work if the O line is showing you I can't hold them that long.
right,
So you should have made the adjustments to 3
I would
or
expect the
2.
screen. Yeah, I would expect a couple of screens got
And
thrown.
then you move Dylan out and catch the screen
I was thinking all of that, man. And they
because
just
you already got 10 of them caught up. So like use Dylan in a new way that they never seen before.
We're gonna see it tomorrow.
but Dylan did get it running. See, like they don't really. It's not like if they. I could go for all of that talk about Dylan not getting the ball. Dylan, he don't get caught in the backfield. How many times have you seen Dylan really get caught in the backfield, or even Hagerson, or any of them? They don't get caught in the backfield. They always get caught in the line of scrimmage or a few yards down the field. Break. It's. I don't
Because
want to say
if
it.
they use this formation, this formula, doing 2-4-4, meaning that let him run, get 2, run again, get 4, fake a pass, get you see what I'm saying? Because all you need is a 4-4-2. I'm
Man, they
talking in yards. Like, don't expect to get 5 on the first one. Like, if you're getting 2, that's a good look. But
15
if they
straight
get the
run
2 on
plays.
the first, they just kill it. Like they expect him to get 10 on the first run.
Man, do like how Michigan and them do. Don't run the ball at all in the fourth quarter and just truck it with the lead, man. Like when you got a team like this, look, Shador, they want to make Shador, I don't know, a volume passer. But when he's much more than a volume passer, he's more of an efficient passer and an accurate passer. And that's what
Yep.
they want. They want to see the accuracy, the rating, the efficiency. And that's going to come with fewer passes and more completions, right? And the only way you could do that is when you put up 30-yard or 30 play passing games and you got the rest running. Because if you keep trying to test 40 to 45 attempts passing out, you're going to drop average. You're going to get predictable. You're going to lose games because everybody know you're passing. But he has to get to a point to where his game averages 22 completions out of 28 attempts. That's what Shador is, period. Like how that guy played against us last week, how he went 20 for 27. That's Shador style, but it should have been bombs with probably 400 yards. That's sweet. He had so many yards the first game. He had 510 yards. He didn't throw a bunch of nickels because they was running and he caught bombs. He was throwing bombs to people. Horn, Weaver, Travis, they are always catching 40 to 35-yard plays because you got to stay honest. That's what everybody forgetting about TCU. The reason why TCU game was so much of a football game is because the Buffs kept it a football game. Even though Shador still had 7 sacks that game, they kept running the ball. And when they kept doing that, that allowed Shador to find those big plays down the field.
Hey, real quick, open seat, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, I'll let you get the floor.
No,
My
it's
bad. Go ahead.
good, man. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead and vent. Go ahead and vent. I got a question for y'all when we get to that point.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we continue to like. It's always like, look at this, look at this, look at this. But the detail of that was this. And look at this, look at this, look at this. And the detail of that is this. So when we see the main detail, and the main detail is them establishing, even USC, they came back and they beat up USC because they put up 195. When they was down, they came back pushing the ball. When they was playing against Nebraska, it was kind of iffy. They was trying to figure out who they was working with. But when you see them keep it honest, it's a football game, and they still end up blowing Nebraska out on top of Nebraska's mistakes.
He said CU ran 29 times against TCU.
They were at 29. Yeah, that's a little bit more honest.
Yeah, that's
than,
more. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? 29 compared to 11 is a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? When you running 30 to 50 plays running the ball, you're looking at an honest offense and you allowing your offensive line to tire out the defense, for one, and for two, to establish an aggression level, for three, establish the field. All of these things fall in line when you run the ball. Like, you have to run. It's football. You gotta. If you just want to, if you want to play 7-on-7 all game, that's beautiful. Now our old linemen just out here just getting the exercise in because they're not getting physical. They're not pushing back on nothing. It's just them going up there swimming. So who's going to get tired doing that? No one. Playing on defensive line in college football, they get tired from fighting off 300-pounders, not throwing their hands in the air waving. No, that don't get them tired. So when you do that and establish that, it's going to be a whole different team. And I hope the amount of that go up. And it's already said the average between Harkison and Edwards is 4.5 or 4.8, something like that, right? So that alone, if you establish 200 more attempts, you looking at 1,000-yard rushing season. But right now, you're looking at what? How much they got collective? Like 400 yards, 300 yards rushing? Just because you're not taking the attempts. Now, that's not saying you can't run. That's saying you won't run. Just saying from that. So if now to the end of the season, they put 50 more run plays, they stamp them in, they run them. They're going to have 1,000 yards. They're going to rush over 1,000 yards this year. And they only have like 300 yards, and they got 4 games left. So it's
But
like
you got to
that.
remember when Shador gets sacked, it subtracts too.
Yeah, that too. So you're looking at all of that extra that you lost just from being over pass happy. So it's like numbers make the things make it real clear for you to see. So when you look at the game that way, yeah, they got a running game. Yeah, the O line can run block. Yeah, but when you just giving the defense all day to just rush at you, all you're going to do is back up. Man, you're going to get beat
But
most of the
you
time.
you got to remember. Let me push back a little bit. In the beginning, they have no call. They don't know nothing about CU. 3 games in, they kind of figured out when I see that little guy in the back, it's a run. When it's like it's nothing disguised about the run, nothing disguised about the throw. And that's the problem. Nothing is creative about the offense.
Let me ask y'all this: do you really think that meeting that the O line had with coach made a big decision in his decision to change the play calling?
What's that?
Well, I
Did
think
you did you think that meeting they had with the O line when coach said he's going to talk to the O line and they had that meeting over the weekend after the game? Do you think that was a big decision in the play caller being changed?
Somebody could have mentioned it in the meeting.
Shador, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't Shador say something in the press conference? It wasn't the narrative that Shador said something about the coaching. Okay, here we go. So
He
it's
said
like,
I think
communication.
Shador be trying to cover, bro. I think Shador kind of came up trying to be like politically correct. But if you watch, he never throws anybody under the bus. He
right, he didn't.
always takes the hit.
Right,
Because
right.
even the run plays that they call, he took the hit for it. Even the O line, he took the hit for it. So I think he plays that political card in public, but when he calls that on the phone, like I know how I feel too, man. After they finished playing last game, when coach said I finally could get the call, the coach and ask him what are some things to look at. I think people is saying like, hey man, it's about time they're gonna kill your son out there. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes with moving pieces too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the
And
O
then
line.
if we
I'm
pay
pretty sure the O
attention,
line said something too.
and if we paying attention to the little practices and stuff we seen, we could also make an argument like some of the guys don't take the practice serious. You see when Shiloh not out there, the defense don't know how to line up. You see people running wrong routes. So it might be some of the style of the plays he had was too complicated for him too. And then the way how they're running the offense is every time they got to look to the sideline to know the play on defense. They got to look to the sideline to know the play on offense. The problem with that is that's why you end up with 11 men on the field because the right people for that play might not be in there when it's called. So they got to switch the personnel out. And by the time the whistle goes, you got 12 men on the field. So it's complicated and moving parts any way you look at it. I just think they got rid of him because at the end of the day, everything became predictable. For somebody with that level of qualification, we see no trick play. We see no, oh, I didn't expect that. Like my homegirl who don't know nothing is predicting the plays.
It's line up and go. And like I was saying at the Stanford game, they came out in motion, they came out in like offset tight this, what I'm saying, offset slat this, what I'm saying. So they was using a lot of tight end offset motions. They kept it right. They kept the formations moving. You had to really show your defense. So when you making the defense expose pre snap and giving Shador a read, like, and when Shador is saying something like, man, I needed to get a read that game, what he's saying is he need a play that's going to help him find the defense. See, like, when you catch what's being said, that's why people were saying certain things. It's like the lineman can't give him the play to see the read so he can get feedback. You know what I'm saying? So once that was said, that was pretty much like a political way of saying, man, I ain't getting no plays where I can read this.
I mean, we know that, but
right?
when he goes in front of the press, that's why I say he kind of came up on some political stuff. Don't throw nobody under the bus, but we gonna figure it out.
He didn't throw nobody
Because
under
there's
the
no
bus,
other way to
bro.
say that. That's exactly what that means. Like,
Bro,
hey,
but in the format that you speak in and what we talk about and the way we use it is exactly what he did. Kind of, but you got to have a keen ear and mind to see that.
if you played, you understand what he's saying, but the average person don't know he's saying like, yo, these plays ain't it.
Right, they ain't even thinking he's saying that because that's what comes with a moving offense. You get to get feedback as a coordinator and a quarterback.
He
One
also
quarter,
said it was communication. The communication was off. He did say something. He said the communication was off. He was direct when he said that.
right?
Yeah,
They
but
got a strong
when you think
relationship
about it,
anyway.
right? In football, when have you ever seen a situation where a quarterback get hit that much, or a quarterback in a situation where he on the bench, the coach never went over, bro?
Last time I saw that was
Have you
New York.
ever seen the coach go over in between a play and talk to Shador?
Yeah, he kind of sat on the bench like to
I can't speak.
himself.
Yeah, I
But
can't
that's what
speak
I'm
for
saying.
James.
Like, if it, even in a situation, you're gonna be like, "Yo, what did he see out there?" Like, there's that communication or that
Right.
interest of, "Hey, let me know where my quarterback going through." Because let's be honest, being on the sideline is a view, being lined up is a view, being up top calling the play is a different view, right?
Right.
But after you realize that I'm calling the wrong plays and he's getting hit so much. At no point you see him go over and they interact. So they never been cool.
Right, that was weird. Most of the time you see he got on the headset one time. I seen him go on the headset and they got on the grease board and they kind of like, you know what I mean, did something. But as a coach, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to like if you see you like, come on man, you pitting your player, you skin them lit. And that's what was like, you can't just put a stretch formation out here. You can't put a heavy formation out here. Just run a stretch, run the zone. Let's just start running the ball. Cause like at one point, yo, it's like, yo, why would you like they rushing crazy? They rushing 3, they getting in there. They rushing 4, they getting in there. You're not beefing the lineup. You're not run blocking. You're not run blitzing. You're not doing nothing.
But this is the
And
crazy
all they had
thing.
to do was run the draw. All they had to do was run the draw.
But the
Man,
crazy thing is when they put in the tight end to cover to block on the extra side, they not on the line with the understanding to call your man out.
they trying to chip block, and it's like they ain't even on the right side to chip, bro.
But not
Dang.
even that. You got to know who you all got to communicate. You got to
Right.
say, "Hey, I got 20. Hey, I got this. Hey, I got that." You have people blocking the same guy and a guy coming through like lightning.
Oh yeah, that's been happening for weeks. Y'all just seen that? That's been happening for weeks.
No,
I just saying
I'm
that
just saying, like, as a coach,
they
you
Right.
own
made
D
no
Lane.
adjustment for that.
That's safety line. I said it Stanford game. I said D Lane is Stanford. Is safety alley because I don't know why. Like you seen one play. I think I don't know who was Bailey, one of the guards. Hike. He stand straight up and look inside, like he looking at the receiver.
Hey man, there
Who
was a
is you?
game. There was a game I saw a long time ago. It was a Florida game. This back when I think Tebow was still there. The center was Pouncey. There was a blitz coming, right? He called it. You could see Pouncey pointing, and he's like talking to talking to his brother because his brother was to his left, and he was talking to somebody else, and he picked up he was helping somebody else out, and then he picked up another guy. Like that was something. I'm like, damn, he picked up 2 defenders at once.
Right.
Like he blocked one, knocked him off balance, and then picked up another one.
But then that's football IQ too, though.
Yeah,
Because
it's
what some
football.
of
Yeah,
them doing is once that's not my man, I don't care.
he hit 2 he hit one, knocked him off balance,
Right.
and went to his right and knocked one off balance. And I was like, he going pro now. I knew
Right.
that. It was Marquise that did it. Marquise Pouncey. He went pro first. When
Them
I saw
linemen,
that, I knew he was a first round pick.
right. Linemen gotta play offensive line like you playing basketball.
It's a
You gotta
very
play a
important
zone.
position. The offensive line, they're very important.
Right.
And
But
I don't
look
care,
at
I
this.
don't care
Have you
how bad
ever
they
seen
are.
them huddle up together before they go in?
What you
Yeah.
Every O line huddle up together, formulate some form
Wait,
of
have y'all
play.
seen it? Have y'all seen
I
them
have
huddle?
Yeah.
never seen them
they
huddle up
Yeah,
together,
they
bro.
have to huddle.
they huddle
Yeah,
they
I've
huddle
seen.
in formation.
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah, they have to huddle, man.
They got
You
to huddle for
huddle.
this.
Yeah, you line up in formation in the huddle, then you walk to your
This
form.
all
You know,
come
No,
you,
down to
I'm
you
talking
coaching.
about.
At the
I ain't
end of the
talking
day,
about walking, getting together, and then go to the. I'm talking about
Oh, okay.
communicating of, hey, this is what we. They don't do that, bro.
oh, you mean like when they on the line of scrimmage, do they point out their blocks?
Yeah, they don't point.
Yeah,
They don't do none of. The
they
only
need to
time
do
you
that.
see that happening is when Shador is commanding the back.
There was another game I
Not
saw,
Shador.
right?
When you see Shiloh commanding the back
Let me tell
on
you, I love the
defense.
offensive line position. It was another play where he pointed to a defender, but the whole offensive line knew he was pointing left, right? And
Decoy.
the whole offensive line was pointing left, but they meant right. They were really going right.
Right.
They threw off the
Decoy.
linebacker on
Mm-hmm.
that play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
they
how you
threw off
work
the
with them. Yeah.
linebacker.
Yeah. When you get into that, you get into all those little extra details. You know what I'm saying? And they don't
But
even.
let me ask you guys this: is it a possibility where they didn't have time yet because they just
Yeah.
got together,
Yeah.
or do you think they should have got it together by now?
I mean, at this point, they should get it together. For example, after the game, you watch tape, right?
Okay.
After tape, you have position coaches whose responsibility is to adjust based on the tape, and then based on the tape, they watching from the person they about to play.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something though. You gotta
Well,
believe in
well,
what they coaching you too. You gotta believe in it. That O line don't believe in what they calling, man. Can't
No,
do it.
but you looking at several things though. We gotta remember they got 20 hours. NCAA is only giving them 20 hours a week.
Yeah, it changed.
That
It
20
changed. Yeah.
hours
Mhm.
include film,
Practice.
include meetings, and all of that, and practice.
Yeah, they changed the rules. How many years ago was that?
that's
Maybe about
madness.
5 years
So
ago.
so from our age group, we still thinking it's a bunch of time. It ain't that much
Yeah,
time.
they don't have two a days no more. Remember back in the day they used to do two a days?
Yeah, that's
Right.
over with. That's
Yeah,
over
they
with.
changed it.
So when Coach Prime is like, yo, y'all gotta be on tape,
Right,
we can see that they don't.
big time. And that's where it's gonna
I
make
mean,
difference.
Travis is an excellent athlete. He ain't jumping them routes because he's just that great of an athlete. He
Yeah, he
watching
wants
tape.
tape. Hmm.
Right. Shiloh too. Shiloh, and
Yeah, Shiloh as well. Yeah.
that's gonna work through. I think that's gonna, and they say they picking up, and that's where like in college, man, everybody got talent. Every team has just as much equivalent talent to be on the league level. But what separates them is how quick you learn, how fast you are to adjust, and how well you execute. Other than that,
Yeah.
it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. No handicap. That's the only handicap. How quick you can, like, if you can learn how to
Right.
jump.
You
You know
got
what
to
I'm
learn on
saying?
the fly.
You got to be able to pick this up
Hey
now.
guys, I think about how talented that offensive line had to be when Peyton Manning was throwing all those audibles.
Oh man, they killed.
They had to be intelligent. They had to pick it up on what he was doing.
Wasn't
And
his
you
I
got,
mean, he
line
had
a
and you
Jeff
bunch
got,
of
Saturday.
doctors?
He
Look,
had
right.
Jeff Saturday calling the plays too, like making sure because he was calling so many audibles, it was crazy.
Max, his O line was a bunch of doctors, and they all went to school to be
Yeah, they
doctors.
were all intelligent. Yeah, every last one of them. You have to
And
be.
you
That's
got,
a very, very important position, man.
right. And you gotta think about it, man. That transfer portal, we got bottom of the barrel from that transfer portal. Just being real.
They're gonna have to spend some money. I would say have to spend a to get like what they want in there, like to like as the team overall, they got to spend $2 million.
But
Yeah.
that's what they say happened with a couple old lines that left and started. They said they gave them an IL deal.
Yeah,
You can't
they're gonna have to pay. I mean,
you can't compete with that.
that's where the collectives and the boosters come in. They have to spend about a few $1 million.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't compete with that.
it's that billionaire in Denver though. He messing with prime stuff. So he gonna throw something in there.
Oh yeah, man. They got the money, man. I believe
Yeah,
they
it's
do
a
have the money.
billionaire in Denver that love prime. He gonna definitely contribute to the NIL.
I mean, they were skeptical at first, but I think now they kind of like, yo,
Yeah, this is a
they see
team.
the economy adjusting for his presence. So, but at first they definitely had issues.
Yeah, there was a
Every
lot of questions right now, but now everybody know what this team is capable of doing. So yeah, the money is there, man.
right. Watch, I see every little independent corporate little business in Denver try to set up an NIL with one of those each player. They're like how 7-Eleven got one, then you got a little mama pop store over here in Denver. That's gonna be the trend. I could see that kind of stuff happening. You know what I mean? They're gonna be set up, but it's
Because I
gonna
was
come.
listening to the guy from the NIL Foundation. He was like, they just set up the reoccurring charges on the card, so they didn't even have it set up properly to get the donations.
Oh wow,
He said that today on the interview. So they still rolling out. You know what I mean? So they still getting to the point where they moving smooth. Other organizations is pretty much all their alumni system. They boosters on point. You gotta remember they coming from winning one game, so ain't nobody really looking at them like that.
right.
So
Wasn't
it's
much
kind of like
boosting up.
a new thing happening all over again.
And that's a good thing, you know. And I like it, man. These young athletes is worth it because, like, even if you do, you know what I'm saying, just only go to college and get an NIL, at least you getting something because when you older in life and you got a blew out shoulder and you just, you know what I mean, or all these people who didn't make it got bad backs and, like, you know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
if you're smart, most of you not going or even getting a invite to the combine or something like. So you might as well try to make the money in the NIL, buy you a house at least.
Right. But not just that. It's like it's making the college. What I'm trying to say is, it's holding the college player's legacy a little bit longer than it would have without the NIL. Like if you don't make it, you still was a ex All American. You
Right,
still
right,
was
right, right,
this.
right, right.
You still was that. It don't take nothing away from what you accomplished. You know what I mean? And then
And they even got
you
the
might
playing field. They even
right.
got the playing field. Yeah.
Right. It keeps the legacy of the college player alive instead of being like, oh, you just an old college player. Look at you now. Like that's a whole lot more. Like you might not play for 10 years and you still with the brand you was with, and you're just out helping the youth, and you're just keeping humanity or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's all kind of benefits to that, and plus it's enduring a secure contract in the pros because now the pros have to really negotiate something. Now these rookie contracts aren't going to be the minimum. You know what I mean? You locked in for 3 years. Now they're gonna have to. You hear Caleb? He's already negotiating, talking about he want to own part of the team.
And that's not
So
gonna happen though, because you got to be
of course that's not
not
gonna happen.
playing for a certain amount of time to even be a part owner. So
But
that's not gonna
wait,
happen.
hold on. If he would have said that earlier this year, that would have been a conversation. But him saying that right after him getting exposed, like how he's been, now it's kind of debatable. But what I'm approaching is
Bro, that's
that
not
idea of
happening,
thought.
bro. They got people with money who trying to buy teams, and that ain't happening, bro. He
Of
wants
course,
a
they want
percentage,
they
bro.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen. What I'm saying is the
He didn't
idea
want a
of that
percentage
negotiating.
of royalties or something like that. He want a percentage of the team.
Right. Yeah, you're right. But
That's
what
a
I'm saying,
crazy ask, but that's like,
that's negotiating.
They're
Hey,
not gonna do
you
that though.
never know. You never know.
bro,
If
They
if
ain't,
he
bro.
pay, if he
As
pay,
much
you
they ain't
as
gonna
I
look.
do it.
like the idea as
You never
players
know.
becoming part owners, they kicked out a player for kneeling. They ain't giving a player money because he
Okay,
asked, bro.
but look, this the move though. Okay, so he don't want part of the team, but you gotta at least give him 200 million. See, now you can negotiate. See, what I'm saying is
Yeah,
when
but
you
them
thinking
last
like
couple of
that,
games he played,
when
he can't
of
call that
course,
no
of
more.
course, of course, of course, now his play has been dissolved because you can lose a little bit when you got season like how you got right now. And you're being exposed to pressure, so that's what you're gonna expect. And but yeah. But what I'm saying is players who have that kind of ranking and status, they're gonna be able to negotiate in the pros. Like, hey man, instead of going in for 20, guaranteed 7, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, tax out everything else, you probably end up with 4, probably live with 11.
You
You
know
know what I'm
who you
saying?
know who will set that trend if it ever happens? That's Mahomes. If
Right.
Mahomes don't do it, then nobody gonna do it.
See, they can get NILs
Yeah,
too still, right?
yeah.
They can get
But
NILs and they
again,
can
the
They can put
NALs
they
might
can
be
put it
on the
right now, yeah.
bottom soon.
yeah,
The
see
NALs, we don't know how long that's gonna go to.
No, NIL
NILs
don't. As long as it's out here, players can get paid from it, no matter how long they've been removed from the game.
right. And it's not
because
only
because
players.
the Republican senator introduced a bill this week, or he's trying to introduce a bill
That's
to
just in
stop
West
it.
Virginia, though. That's just in West Virginia.
Oh, I
Right.
thought it was all through the states.
No, it's just West Virginia. It's just in
Right.
West
But it's
Virginia.
it's 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 another way of brand marketing. But it's brand marketing yourself within the code.
I mean, the
That's
case went to the Supreme Court. That's why it was implemented, because you can't use
right.
my likeness, because
Right.
it's really your image and
Right.
And we
likeness
got
they
we got
count.
to thank the old Bannon brothers for that. I don't know if y'all remember the old Bannon brothers.
Yeah,
Right.
They fought
That's
that
about
shit for years. Yeah,
that's a blessing for everybody, not just athletes. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
you got all that popping off. You could be a regular person. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
just be popular.
yeah.
The thing is with Caleb though, his dad said something. Okay, he might not get the ownership thing or whatever, but his dad said something that got everybody raising their eyebrows now. His dad said, well, if he doesn't like where he's potentially going to get drafted, he's coming back. Because if he come back, he's probably going to make upwards of 8 to 10 million
He
anyway.
gonna make more than a rookie would.
Right. So he's in no rush to leave. So it's curious. I'm curious to see where we have to wait until the lottery comes out to see who gets that. We gotta wait and see what the lottery do, what teams do in the lottery and see, and
I
then
mean, if
that'll
he
be a
ain't
good
going in the
indication
first
where he's
five,
going.
like, it don't make sense.
But they would
Caleb,
trade down. Like, let's say if he go
he might.
to like the Jets, right? And he don't want to go to the Jets, but the Jets can lose used as his leverage and trade him to somewhere he want to go. So it's a lot of things will have to happen for him to not want to leave college. But If he don't like where he end up, he's coming back.
I think if he take one more L, he coming back because his stock is not gonna be
Yeah.
where he, you know what I mean. If he take one more L, he going second round. If he lead now.
But
If he take,
Shador, on the other hand, we already heard about the NIL possibilities for him. So there's no rush for him to leave. I see him, obviously coming back his senior year. Travis a sophomore. He's going to be a junior. That means the running back is getting stronger. He'll be back. And then they're
Is
going to pick
Weaver
up
coming back, or this is last year?
his last year, he said.
Wow.
He
So
entering or he felt fifth year?
I'm not sure if he got another year left. I know he said this was it for him. That's what he said.
But in his case,
I
that
don't
could
know if he
probably
got
be
a
the
COVID
reason
year.
why they was trying to throw the ball then.
I don't know if
now
he
that we're
already.
looking at the full picture, if he's the one that have to go, he got to get his numbers up. So
He
maybe
got his
that's the
numbers.
reason
I
he
mean,
was trying
I've
to
seen
throw the
enough from him already. I've seen enough. He has the talent. I've seen enough. But I'm not sure. I think he said it was his last year. If it is, then I've seen enough from him. I see him going somewhere. Definitely. If not drafted, I see him definitely getting on a team and doing really well.
Oh, he going drafted.
Yeah.
He might go first round. They trying to pump Harrison and other bitch. We were something else.
But we know Harrison is,
Harrison
is Harrison, but
yeah. I think it's just him and Harrison really this year. There's really
he's one of them sleepers. As you know, like look at his stats compared to the other wide receivers. In NCAA right now, he's in the top 15 or 20. So yeah, he's definitely going. He did good by coming here. He really did.
Right.
That was a great decision for him.
A lot of players' stock value went up. A lot of the players, if you see in scouts there every day, like it's still like, yo, these people they're playing good. They just got to make a couple adjustments. They get the MAs right, and they could like that is draftable. That's draft. Like you don't got no person. You don't got no person. Like your character's cool.
If Kimani was smart, he should have redshirted too.
Well, actually, I had made a video on it. Kermani, he has an upside to him. See, remember, he just came out of high school, so he got enough time. And he's going to get stronger and mature. So he got enough time.
Freshmen that just coming in and playing, bro. Straight up. And there ain't too many freshmen that just come in and get to play.
Yeah, it ain't too many freshmen. Like
he good. He got that experience. He got the little playing time.
Yeah, he got some.
You gotta remember, he came late too. He ain't get to go to the weight room or nothing.
Right. So he getting development over this whole year right here.
Yeah, he getting developed.
Yeah.
Right. Kermani gonna lead his year. He gonna lead Travis' year. He gonna lead next year with Shiloh and Travis. So Kermani gonna be all right, man.
I think this Shiloh last year
did
too.
just right.
No, Shiloh has one more year.
Shiloh got one more year.
One more. They're gonna all return next year with some new bodies out there, and they're gonna be well rounded.
He got one more year as a grad student.
How you think they're gonna fare in the new conference?
They about to go undefeated. That thing, I think.
And already I know the first 3 games they winning. The
I'm
very
gonna tell
first
you
4
this
games
now,
actually, huh?
That Central Florida gonna be a rivalry every year.
You think so?
Yeah.
He gonna get
because they got the Florida. Yeah, Florida boys.
Yeah.
Them Florida boys got something to prove all the time.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be. Ooh,
and Central Florida got some good players.
USF always been good, man.
Yeah, they always
underrated. Yep. They keep them underrated. They've been lurking since the '90s. Always like this. We are gonna really do something violent. It made me keep getting them for their good ones.
Let me ask you guys this. So, because Coach Prime, when he go recruit, he got like a formula he used. He go get some JUCO players. He try to go get some experienced players, and obviously he gets some freshmen. I'm curious to see if he's going to flip some players from these big programs to come there. That's what I'm waiting on. I honestly think something is going to happen like that.
This boys, man, this is going to be crazy. Watch what happens at the end of this month, man. Y'all going to be tripping out.
Because everybody see what was going on. They see what all the notoriety they getting. And as long as the money is there, they coming. Because the money is there. I know it. They don't have to. They don't have to advertise it.
You see people playing on some big teams right now. That's coming. Wow.
Yeah, the money is there. They just not going to advertise what they get a player. Remember he said when Travis finally made his decision, but other teams offered him like a couple of $1 million. Yeah, man,
Yeah.
they be throwing money around like that. They really tried to get Travis. They offered him a few $1 million to go elsewhere, but yeah, they definitely got the money in up there in Boulder, man. I'm pretty sure they do now.
They got
Let me
old
let
money
me
up
look
in
at
that
that
thing.
conference, man. I think he got some problems in that conference too, though. Hold on.
Yeah, you got
Texas
Kansas
State.
State,
Kansas State, they
Kansas
about to.
State,
Kansas State, all right. I don't think they go watch, man. Come
Kansas
on.
State tough.
The Kansas State. You know what I'm saying? Who is they got? They got Utah again.
They
They
got
got
Utah,
Arizona again.
Utah's a problem.
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
I used to
Texas
watch
Tech solid.
Kansas State back when they had Michael Bishop there.
Man, they tough this year. Watch how they play tomorrow.
They used to be good then.
Yeah, they play tomorrow. They play I want to say Texas, but I could be wrong.
I can see. I'll say
Do
if it
they
was
play?
tough,
They
they
play
got
Texas, right?
Yeah,
Texas A&M.
tomorrow. Yeah. They play
and
Texas.
They got some
Okay.
easy games too, though. They got a lot of easy games too, though.
Yeah, that first game is a rollover. Yeah,
yeah,
especially that first game.
It
they
should
won
be.
first five
Yeah.
games. So,
Yeah,
boy,
they should be good
Cincinnati,
next year.
Baylor, man,
Nah,
come
they
on,
play
man.
Arizona too. They ain't a rollover. They're going to play for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Arizona
gonna
tough, man.
that's
Yeah, he ain't
next
gonna
year.
have no problems next
They
year.
got Baylor and all. They got some easy games. Yeah.
Come on, man. It's Baylor, Cincinnati. No, they want to see them go to a natty. They
Yeah.
gave them a natty record. You know what I'm saying? That shit right there, that's not a tough schedule for them, man. Come on. You about to have how
Yeah,
many?
they definitely gonna tear up next year though.
They
Yeah,
definitely can win their conference and get an
Yeah,
automatic
they
bid.
could win out next year.
Yeah, they not gonna have no problems. They gonna be. That's why I
Yeah.
can't wait to see what this portal look like and all the recruits signing.
The
right.
portal gonna be big, bro. Watch.
I think they got a recruit on that offensive line that's coming. He can start right away. He's like gonna be a true freshman. He got
Oh,
that kind of ability.
you talking about the one from JUCO from Butte, or you talking about the
It's a high school player.
which
I
one? The
think
one
he
from
got the
Georgia or
legal
from
issues
Florida?
going on. I'm not sure if that cleared up.
Oh,
Which
really?
one? The
The one from Florida who got in the shooting.
oh yeah, him, yeah. What the world shot it like one of his friends got shot or something crazy.
Yeah, but they let him out on bail, so it might be good.
You
No,
know,
it
and
was
Bell.
another one. I think it's all. He's not an offensive lineman though. This one is an
Oh,
offensive lineman. They said that it looked like he can play right away.
They got
oh.
one coming in from Butte pretty good. I know he played from Butte. I know Butte ain't
I
no
think
joke.
one D committed too.
Yeah, he committed, and then they got another freshman coming in that's about to be looking pretty solid from Georgia
It's gonna
too.
be real busy the off season because they already got the nucleus laid down. They got the foundation laid down already. So they just got to build on it and then develop whoever they have there. Because remember, they got freshmen there that they're developing right now. That's on
Right.
that practice squad. So they're
Shout out
going to
to
be vying for a position too now. They're going to be sophomores.
there's gonna be a lot of rotation going. There's gonna have a lot of depth in the
Oh, that guy
recruiting
y'all
segment.
talking about? He from IMG Academy, the one that got in trouble.
He
Nah,
from
he
Miami.
from Valdosta or somewhere.
Oh,
That's
Valdo. Oh, I know what you're
them
talking
down
about.
south Georgia
He from
boys. Them boys
Georgia.
big.
He from Georgia.
Man, that's crazy. He got in trouble.
He looked like he crazy. Like that's what you
Yeah.
need though. Lineman gotta look.
Yeah, they do got to look
Yeah,
to him.
yo, lunch at. Yeah, hey man.
They
Hey,
bullies,
yeah,
man. You got
they
to be
got that.
bullies on that line.
They got to.
Well,
Can't
you
wait.
got to have that mentality.
Yeah, he got the look. That's why coach
Because
keeps
think
saying
about
you
it,
want Florida
the
boys. You're gonna
linemen are
see
coming
crazy
for
folks.
you. So the linemen are like it's a fight every damn play. The linemen are coming after you. You gotta give it back to them.
Right? You don't want hey coming at you. That's a bad mistake. That's a mistake you just made. Buyout.
Yeah,
You need them kind of linemen. You come at me, it's a mistake.
yeah.
you
You
making a
shake
mistake,
hands
buddy.
after the game. Leave it on the field. You shake hands after the game, but during the game is war.
So let
Right.
me ask you guys something. Are we trusting the O line coach?
I can't believe put a stand on that. What you said, man. That's shallow ground, man, with a whole lot of sand in between. Cause
The
like
Yeah,
reason why I ask, right? These guys don't have basic line technique, and that's
exactly.
on him. Yeah,
Hey,
we got rid of the
but they
coach, but
only doing from what they play calling. We're gonna see tomorrow. Tomorrow we can pick that. Well, Sunday we can pick up this conversation again. We'll see from how they play the play calling thing through.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see tomorrow night.
We'll see some
Yeah,
here.
Well,
See
if
tomorrow
y'all
night.
come back tomorrow night after the game, I'll be here, and
I'll
we'll
be
see
up
if
too.
that conversation. Yeah, we'll see it tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Because
Because
sometimes
that
it take adversity for players to just like rise to the occasion. And Coach Prime met to him. He said it was a very good meeting. So sometimes that's all it takes. Some people got the dog in them. They don't even know they got it
right.
until there's something like this happen, into a
Coach
major
Prime got
change.
to call them girlfriends to tell them break up with them for a couple of days, man. Them
Well,
guys gotta be
yeah.
mad, man.
They get into
Them
that
guys
film,
too happy, man.
get off of IG, get off of YouTube, get off of everything, put your face on that screen and
And it's
watch your
hard to
film.
get these kids off social media though.
I know that's right.
Yeah, but that's the
They have to.
problem though. If your homeboy's telling you this one got
Yeah.
a chain, how come you ain't got a chain? Like, if you ain't mature enough, like you gonna feel some type of way.
You
Oh
said
yeah,
how
you're
come
right.
they ain't got a chain?
If you see some of the comments where they be telling these kids, is like they making them compare themselves with each other and what they got.
Yeah, that's something they gotta ignore,
Yeah,
but
but at 19, at 20,
yeah,
it
that's true.
depends. You gotta remember,
Yeah,
Shador grew up having it.
girls, all
You
that,
know what I'm saying? A lot of people,
But you
a
know what
lot
I
of
would
them in
say
the
though? You
mix.
know what I would say
especially
to
the
that?
girls.
If you out there dominating on the field, the money gonna come to you.
Right.
It'll
Exactly.
come to you.
Yeah,
It's
but
gonna
any
come.
of them playing like that, I don't think they press the coach talking to them, but I don't think they understanding they unlock the money though. He can't unlock the money for him.
Well,
He telling them to
that's not the
focus.
head coach. That's not on the head coach.
Right.
That's on the collectives and the boosters.
But he telling them to stay focused. He know they gotta. He telling them stay focused, stay on your film. He telling them what they gotta do. And then like I said, with what they exposed last week, they said what Travis Hunter do to have such an explosive game. And he said, "Hey man, Travis got in that film room. He did it. They did it. He knew what his assignments were,
And
and he executed.
Travis lived football. If he had it his way,
Travis different though. Travis
he'll
like a
play every
old
yeah,
young
he'll play
kid,
every
man.
day if he had it
Charlotte,
his way.
Yeah,
Charlotte did the
he a
same
old
thing with
young kid.
Charlotte doing the same things. Look, see, Charlotte, you can't just say Travis. Charlotte doing it. Uh, Shador doing it. The team gotta they gotta really put it in. Like I'm pretty sure if Shiloh and Shador can really get down on it, and their whole life has been under a microscope. I mean, since before they was even born. You know what I'm saying? Hearing all kind of stuff coming from Deion, like all that's out the window. Travis Hunter, same thing, man. Ain't nothing. You in college, man. You playing college football. If you want to kill, you got to know what you're doing. I don't give a damn. In that last UCLA game, when I seen them three boys get hit the hip and just move inside and let that boy shoot up deep, I'm like, they still doing it. There,
Oh,
what's going?
let me ask y'all a question real quick. I didn't know this was going on. It's a high school out here near me, right? And I happened to go to the game, and I was like, that big dude still on the team. I thought he graduated. And then his mother, I guess she overheard me saying it. She got quiet. I said, wait a minute, this dude, he not in college? And then somebody said, yo, man, they repurposed him. I said, they did what? I
What?
said,
What?
run that by me
His
again.
furniture.
They said they repurposed him. They redid it. Instead of him being graduated, they made him a junior again.
What the? They held him back.
They
It
held him
depends. It
back. They
depends on what
repurposed him.
stage you in, because they could say he ain't passed the test and he
That's a
get to stay
fancy way
back.
to say.
No,
He,
that's
Yeah,
cheating because he's
plus
older
it
than
depends on
everybody
how
on
old
the
he is.
damn squad.
he like
Yeah.
20 and everybody 19, 18 and 16.
Yeah,
Now it depends on what state you in. Some states have a certain test you got to pass
have
to
y'all ever
graduate.
heard that?
So,
A
like, if you
20-year-old in
in
college.
Georgia and stuff like that, in the 11th grade, you have something called like the graduation test.
I
Some
forget.
states just pass you through, and some states have tests you got to pass.
No, but he's
Well,
a
in
good
Cali, you
no,
can't
no,
play.
no. He's a good student. They did it on purpose to
Yeah,
give
well,
him an edge
that
because he
might
had
mess
got
them up
hurt.
then.
He had got hurt his freshman year or something like that. So they whatever they call it, that's what they be doing that. They
What
got
state
some
is this?
Virginia.
I ain't never heard of that one.
I never heard of it either until I saw him out there on the field. I said,
That
I thought he
sounds some shit.
graduated. They was like, they restructured his whatever I forget what you call it. And a lot of high schools are doing that.
He got held back. Now, my senior year, the team I played against had a returning player. He was a senior and he came back again and played. We were like, what the heck? How you come back and play? But I think in Cali, in high school, you can't be no older than 19. So as long as he ain't
Okay,
20,
okay. You can't be
you
on
know,
no older than 19. Okay.
right? You know what I mean? You know, I think
Yeah,
after that,
I think that's it for everywhere. They got to push you out after 19.
right? Because
Because I remember my homeboy, he went back to school too. Now that I think about it.
yeah, that brought me back to his name.
They
I
doing that
played
in
with him junior
California
college.
too. You know that, right?
What's that?
They doing that in California too.
Allowing
Um,
players to
there's
play
a high
5 years.
school. My friend daughter go to this high school, right? One of the girls, they instead of her being a senior, she a junior again. And now it's almost like she taking Roy's because she's older than everybody on the team, and she got an advantage.
Right, but did she play 4 years of sports, or she played 5 years of sports, or
She
did she?
she I'm
How
not
would you
sure.
count it?
I'm not
That's
sure how they're doing it.
How
right.
when it comes to stats, they got to count it somehow.
Well, I think that if you don't play your junior year or your
No, her
sophomore year,
freshman year she played JV.
right? But like what? Because I think you can only play 4 years of high school. So like if they didn't play their 4 years, like they got held back, they could play
So
their
if they
senior
play
year
1 year
again.
JV, don't count.
But freshman, you got to play JV 1 year. Like anything, you can move up though. But you gotta start off. Well, you can't. Well, you can. They put you in practice tryout. Well, hoop. That's normally in hoop to let you just go to a bar. But like mostly, freshman squad.
Yeah, they doing it to get an advantage though.
What's that to
I don't know.
play
That
again?
that
To
makes
be
you look
older.
weird though.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a lot going on.
Those are the ones probably like miss a year. Like they missed the
I think it
season.
has something to do with that COVID year.
Right. They had to
Oh,
miss
okay,
a
okay,
season or
okay,
something.
Yeah.
Cause like
okay.
all high school students got 4 years to
Well, I
do
think
it.
they did that for high school and college though. They did some kind of year credit thing.
Yeah, cause that was just a robbery. They still robbing us for years.
Yo,
They
wait, the center that came with coach from JSU, he's gonna play next year? Cause I think there was an eligibility thing of NCAA didn't want to
Next
let
year,
him go.
yeah. You talking about
Tyler
Rock?
Brown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
next year, Tyler Brown.
That's so sad. I don't know how he don't fall exempt to all that because he transferred before the adjustment to the whatever attachment to they made to
But forget all that. By the time he's there, we straight. Like he hold down that thing strong too.
like
Oh yeah.
but
So with
it's
him and all we need is two more pieces and we straight.
I'm sorry they didn't get Willis Patrick there. I don't know why he didn't come because he played at JSU last year. He went on to TCU. I thought he was going to come and follow Prime there, but he didn't. He went to TCU. He started at TCU as well.
bro. I think
Willis
yeah, O
Patrick.
lineman too, right? Also O
He's an
lineman.
old lineman.
Yeah, that's crazy. He had a couple other players. He had a couple players go somewhere else too, right? Another one go
He
somewhere
could have
else.
went anywhere. He was being recruited by a lot of people, and he decided to go back home. He went to TCU. I think he's from Texas.
Right. Because he had a bunch of good players go there too with him. That when he first went there, they was supposed to go to good places, like good colleges. Like
Yep.
that JSU team wasn't no
Yeah,
slouch
that
either.
JSU team was good. You got a few of them all over sprinkled around all over the place right now.
Yeah, but I think when coach left, some of the players was commenting and talking reckless too. So I think that messed up a lot of stuff too.
That JSU.
Yeah, because you gotta remember, one of the sons stayed back. People forget that, and they was acting crazy and treating him weird after that. I think it was Shiloh stayed back or something.
Oh yeah, he had to graduate.
He had to
Yeah.
graduate. Yeah.
So they was treating them unfair.
Yeah, I mean,
Injustice.
even now, if you watch some of the comments, it'd be mostly JSU people being upset that he left. But if you think about it, here, if you see the recruiting staff,
But
it's
see, they did
it's predominantly us.
right, but they didn't. They never offered him a contract. Like, how could he come back when they're not offering to pay him?
I
And they
just
did.
think a lot of people were emotional, man. When it comes down to it, it's a better opportunity, it's more money, and the resources that he brought there, man, is like people abuse them to an extent.
Right. He got the ESPN deal, us and that. But like the whole thing is, people forget when you a player and your contract up, and the team that you with don't offer you a contract, what do you think you're supposed to do? Find a contract. So he found a contract, and that's what happened. People not exploiting that. They exploiting the other narrative that he left. Oh, he left. He left. Yeah, he left because they didn't. They really didn't offer to pay the man. Like, what? Do you expect him to stay and work for free? Are you serious?
But in
This
addition
this
to
was a
that, they
good
had
move
money
for him though.
discrepancies too.
This going to Boulder was a really good move for him. You know, it was a really good look here. He's in a
Right.
Power Five. He has a lot more resources at his disposal. So
Right.
yeah, it was a really good look for Prime to go up there.
But not just him. The whole
The
overall
whole
look.
everybody brought with him.
That dad, the whole HBCU coach, champion, winning, going to a Power Five school, turned it around. HBCU coach could do that. You know, it's still that we got to look at that too, and not get caught up in what. See, it's funny how media work, right? It's media can show many sides of a story, and it's
Hmm.
the you know what I mean, and it's what they want to expose to the story is what they're gonna put to the people.
But
But the
sometimes media works for the organizations too. I don't see
Yeah,
where
Yeah, but I get that. But what I'm saying is like the main narrative behind this is that it's an HBCU coach that went to a Power Five school with 40% transfer students, 40% HBCU players, and 20% freshmen, with a whole new staff, and which was known to never be able to be done. Like they say, HBCU coaches can't even hold a clipboard in
right.
D1. You know what I mean? And like all of those narratives being crushed. Then father son aspect. Then of course, us, Americans not being fatherless homes. The whole narrative, all of that is being wiped away. You know what I'm saying? And that's another reason why they flagged them up so much because they don't want them to have some super disciplined team that just came from HBCU. They're so disciplined and play so well, and they're just barely lose. Oh, they don't want that. They want. Oh, he's going to do this. He's going to the NFL. He's just doing this for his sons and all of this and that. They don't want the narrative to be that all of the stuff they were saying about us for the last 150 years is
that's
broken.
why I think Prime wanted to win so bad. So I don't think Prime was really happy with how the OC was doing things because it's starting to affect the legacy because he wanted to come and win now. So
Right.
to at least have a winning season, you gotta at least make it to six.
Right. And that make the story even interesting. So what's really
Right.
going on here? Because what's
Right.
really capable of happening, and if it's what you know, I don't want to say too much, but I know you catch what I'm saying here.
Yeah,
So
Because let's be real, Oregon is the only team I could say, you know what, they really got. You know what I mean?
And that's
Other
yeah.
than
tremendous.
That
that,
but
Oregon
even
game was
then,
really,
look, hold
interesting.
on, wait
Yeah,
a minute, wait a minute. Let me just spark your thinking a little bit. Even the Oregon game was kind of suspect to me because it was too much. It was too much. What's the word I'm looking for? Conflict of interest between the quarterback and the defensive coach. Like
oh,
Bo
yeah, they know
Bo
each other.
Nix,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? And then like all
yeah,
of a
it's
sudden,
like
like
his godfather or something. And then he got the picture.
and and
Yeah,
somehow this is our worst game. This is the
Well,
I ain't saying Coach Kelly. I'm just saying, I could be I just see things. And like that Oregon game, it was a bunch of mistakes on offense, mistakes on defense to where Juju didn't have a tackle. I don't know what was being called or what was happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying a lot of these games, you just never know. It's an unseen hand always.
he was
You
out.
know?
He was outclassed against Oregon though.
Yeah, Oregon was
Um,
tough, but just to
and
have that understanding.
Oregon they better than Washington for real.
Oregon got some troopers, man. They got a
Mm.
core team, but I'm speculating on that. Still,
but
just
Coach Kelly really better at recruiting though. As far as stopping yards when he took over, because he was on the team, but when he actually became the defensive coordinator, he allowed more running yards and more passing yards. So as a actual coach, his stats is not what we think it is. I think we give him credit because he was on the team at the time. You see what I'm saying? But when he actually took over, they lost more yardage per play in terms of being able to defend it. So he's not really good at defending the run
You
and
talking
the
about
pass, to
Alabama?
be honest.
You talking about Kelly when he was Alabama?
Numbers don't lie. So
Someone who's at Alabama, yeah, and
yeah,
Florida State.
I looked it up. So facts is facts. What
Yeah,
he's really good at was getting like them recruits to come and getting them players to come. Because he seems to be really good with being able to relate to them. Because you see Shiloh and a couple of them really take to him. So like he's good, but every team kind of needs that.
But how hard was it to recruit for Alabama? You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah, not really.
How
Yeah,
hard was I mean, me and you can walk in somewhere.
That's true
Hey,
too.
screaming
they
like,
got
"Hey, I'm in
money over
Alabama."
there.
So that's
Yeah,
so. Yeah, that's part right there. But Kelly, I would say he's not
I'm not
like I
taking
can't even
anything
lie.
away from him, but
Right, I can't
we
take
gotta we
nothing
gotta
from
give
Kelly
Kelly
too.
2 years, man. We gotta give him
Yeah,
2 years.
yeah. Because I can't lie. A few times I look at that defense and said, "Boy, he bullet like they NFL right now." And I can't even lie. I said, "This Coach Kelly right here got them because they was moving like how Bama move." I said, "Okay." They checking, they moving, and like how they zoom with their backers. You know what I mean? They rock it cool, but like they play a little. They like they want to move like they got something between the ears. So that's Coach Kelly, man. A lot of them
Yeah.
boys got talent, but I
And we
give it to
gotta keep
Kelly.
on. We gotta always remember, man. They put that team together at the last minute.
The
After
last
that
minute,
spring
Yeah,
season,
they did
man,
put it together.
they put some shit together, man. And so you gonna get what come with it. You know what I'm saying?
70 players.
right,
Yeah.
right.
yeah,
So
but
you
And they
would,
but
really
I don't
and
think
they
that's
really
the
and
team
they really had
issue
to
though.
take what was available. And they really had to take what was available. They
Yeah,
couldn't.
but that's
Oh,
not the
here,
team issue though. The team issue never been the ability to sink on short notice. If that was the case, they would have never won the first 3 games.
well,
So
man, they
short
won them.
notice
They
isn't the
won them first
issue.
couple of games. They won them first couple of games. If you really watch them games, man, they won them first couple of games because the other team didn't coach like TCU. If they'd have ran the ball more that game, we would have lost that game. If Nebraska quarterback didn't fumble the ball that much, we would have lost that game too. Probably.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
for you to
nah,
fumble, you had to be bringing pressure. The
they they
team
they held
stopped
they held
bringing
it.
pressure.
no,
The design
just
play stopped
that was
building.
just handoffs. That
We
was
stopped
fumbling.
running. We stopped going at the quarterback. Them
Yeah,
last
we
couple of games, we stopped blitzing. Like we got to look at the game. We changed the how Colorado was in the beginning. I don't know what they did after the third game. It wasn't the same thing.
Travis Hunter, man. That's what happened. See the third after the Nebraska. See Nebraska game, they was sinking in. And what threw them off was Travis Hunter getting hurt, and they had to recalibrate everything. And then they had to formula a whole new team, and now
But
they trying to
that
chemistry a
was
whole
by
nother
game
team.
4 though.
Right, and like right in the middle of game 4, not even in the middle, Travis get his kidneys or his liver lacerated. So that
Correct.
That was
that
game
threw the
three.
that was
That was
game.
game three.
No, that
And
was that
really,
game. Was that game
yeah,
3? No,
Colorado.
no,
They
no.
played Colorado State game
Oh,
three.
yeah. It was game 3. Yeah. Game 3. So
And
that's
you gotta remember, man, if you really look at that Colorado State team, and they ain't had no just great year, but they had the perfect personnel to go up against us for real.
right.
Like them wide receivers in that D line that they had, them dudes wasn't no joke.
Right. They
That
playing good
receiver that
football.
they got, that receiver that they got, he going to the league for CSU. But we barely won those, those games that we won the first 3 games. We won those games on some
That guy
other
is
shit.
CSU. Is he a sophomore or junior?
Which one? Horton?
Yeah,
He a junior.
he a junior.
He going to the league though. He out of here.
Yeah,
He
that's what I
gone.
was thinking.
He gone, bro. Him
Yeah,
and the other wide receiver, they gone.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why I hate to the fact that Trav got hurt. Now, see, we got a glimpse last week of what we've been missing from Travis. Now, if we was having that the whole time up to now, who knows what kind of season we'd be talking about with these busts. And that's always going to be the what if with this because we haven't seen him peak nowhere near nothing yet at this level. And yet we still doubting what would have happened 3 weeks ago, for a month and a half ago, if he would have never stopped playing. Man,
Yeah. The
if
only
they
game
would
that
have
probably the only
He
game it
just
would
a
have mattered
sophomore
was
too.
Oregon.
He just a
Yeah.
sophomore.
that Oregon game would have been much different with Travis. I don't care what nobody
Nah,
says.
they would have handed him off.
Hey, man,
That's
them
the only
DBs,
game.
Yeah,
That's the
look,
only
man.
game that he wouldn't make no difference
They
for real.
would have it would have been a whole lot more difference. It would have been a whole lot more difference. Just because you had to strategically plan differently, the team would have been more settled. They had to do everything on the fly all over in 3 days when Travis got hurt. That's tough. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know
Hey,
who.
question to you. Question to you.
They lost two
What
players in
what's
one
the
game.
difference that Travis would have made that game for real?
All kind of catching and defense. They lost two players when that's two. Like man, on defense
I'm talking about
you
on
don't got
defense.
on defense you don't got what's the name Anderson. Of course he goes Jeff. What's dude caught he caught a pick that game number 8. He caught a pick. Yeah, a lot of Franklin would have been shut down for sure.
That was Jock
He
Webb.
wouldn't have caught nothing. That would have opened up Charlotte to play more defense to his side. That would have had the linebackers focusing more on the tight end. Like all of this stuff could have adjusted. On offense, you had more pressure to watch Travis. Then you could run the ball. It would have been a whole different game. It would have been a whole different game.
I'm a Travis Hunter fan to the fullest, but I don't
Man,
think he would
listen,
have made that
man.
much of a difference that
You
we think
see,
of that
like,
game.
look, they didn't
But
go
them
to
dudes
the.
was running. Them dudes was running over all our guys.
They was running over the O line
They
because
was running
again
over all our
they was
guys. And
going
Travis ain't
pass
big.
The
happy because
issue,
they
And
look
Travis ain't big.
even that game they was going pass happy. Like when you letting the team just round up, we was saying it then. Why they not running the ball? Because Oregon they just stopped running and they did run the ball a few times. And what's the name? Smack. They let them. They got gone, but they just stopped running the ball. Like when you letting that shit, like I get it, bro. But I can't even say this line of pushover because I'm not seeing them. I'm not seeing other teams get run stops or other teams get TFLs consistently. Like you letting teams blow up your pocket all game. That's I played D line, I played Sandbacker, I played Rover, I played all that, everything but Will. I didn't play weak side because I was a coverer and I could blitz. So you let me come on all the time, rushing. Yeah, I'm gonna start blowing because now you just getting tired of me blowing you up. I'm not getting tired of you pushing me and me fighting you off. I'm just running up on you, pushing you, shaking you. It's my man over here coming through, blowing your head up. Like you gonna look embarrassed when 80 plays you just ran was passed and you only ran the ball 5 times, which you could have kept running. Like man, and then they missing blocks. They missing blocks. It wasn't because they was get at one time they did get blew up the middle, but most of them sacks was from safeties. If you look at the Oregon game, I think the two of their safeties had 2 sacks down there. Both of them had a second piece. How safeties getting sacks, bro? Like,
Man, them niggas got speed.
I
you know
mean,
what I'm
let's be
saying?
honest,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
Oregon was the better team, man.
That
Period.
was a Georgia West right there, bro. That was just all speed.
Yeah,
Man,
that Oregon is the better team.
Way
they
better.
was
Period.
watching. They was watching.
Period.
I want to see
Yeah.
like I want to see him in between the ears, man. Like talent wise, I get a few people got beat online, but when you don't know who and what the fuck you doing online, you gonna get beat. I don't give a fuck. Like pardon my language. I got a little wild right there. Pardon all of that. But when you are not clear on who to attack or who to even pick up on who, like
But
it's
that's what I'm saying.
easy.
When they go to the line, nobody points out their
Thanks,
guy.
Slap. Thank you.
The
When
second
they
you hesitate, you on your butt, man.
Yeah.
when
You
they
got
go on the line, nobody
I
points
just
out the
I just
guy.
pray tomorrow. I just pray tomorrow that they commit to the win. Please commit to the win, man.
I just hope they know who they shading, know who you attacking, and know who you helping and attack it. Don't sit here and wait for somebody to run up on you and hold your zone. Like you don't chase people. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. Like it's
But
certain things that
the
they're not
biggest
being taught.
problem on defense is we couldn't stop that crossing route,
So
and
Like
we still
everybody
haven't devised
everybody
a.
having problems with that though. Every
right,
team having problems with that
right,
one, bro. Even in
look,
the
That's a very
NFL,
hard play to defend.
right.
even in the NFL, bro. You see
Yep.
that cross
Ask
route in front of you.
ask Tom Brady how he won 5 Super Bowl rings, bro.
Cross routes,
Wes Welker
Yeah,
and them.
I'm
cross
not
routes,
I'm not saying like yo
He
they
had
gonna
them wide
just, but
receivers.
you gotta
cross
check
routes.
somebody
Cause
at the line
nobody.
or something. You gotta do something, bro. Just letting it happen to you ain't it. You gotta check somebody at the. You gotta throw the routes off.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
telling you,
very hard play to
It's
defend.
hard, man.
You
That's
got, you
what
know
that's
who
what
can
Tom
defend
Brady
it?
became to go for real.
It was that linebacker from Georgia. He got drafted, I think, to the Eagles, didn't he? He runs a 4.3. He was a linebacker. I seen him do it successfully, but what he do is he anticipated and he'll cut the route off. That's what he was doing. He was cutting that route off. But just for an individual cornerback, it's kind of difficult. You got to be really fast, first of all.
and long arms and just God given ability to stop that play. That's a very you got to be rely on your a safety or something to help you out on that, just in case if you can't get the
But this
tackle
is this
after
is
the
the thing
catch.
though. This is the thing, right? You know you're getting pumped up with crossing routes. Push them on the outside. So off the routes by 4 or 5 steps. That's all you need.
You can jam, but they drag. So even if you jam, you can't jam them all the way across the drag because
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll
but
open up
most
the other
times they're
side.
doing it right.
They
They
give you
leading
what?
with
They
two
give
on
you
the
like
side.
5 yards.
Well, you
What's
could
that?
jam it between five, but you're not gonna drag with him all the
Yeah.
way jamming him. You're gonna
But it all
either
depends on
play man.
how you want to position the safety.
They'll call
You could
that
fake like
penalty
you
on you
come
all
in too.
day.
Well,
They
not just
call
that.
pass interference on you.
Right, you got to come off the jam, but like if you playing the zone, you playing the flat or whatever, you jam the man all the way and you holding on to him. Like if you a man, yeah, but if you're not a man, if you playing the zone, but like drags and slants, that's just defense beaters. If you run them right, and you pace the defense, you gonna open that up. That's just, I'm telling you, ask Tom Brady how he got 5 rings. Like who do you think he ran? Like he ran slants and drags and tight end fades and tight end drags. Like that's football. Like Shador got to get used to tight end. Like he want to be Brady. Brady used his running back and his tight end, and he loved slants. And he hit you in the fade when you play the box. But other than that, he's
I
slanting
think
you
the
out.
reason why they don't use Mikey as much, if you watch a practice, he be dropping the ball in practice. He
Right.
catch it in the game though.
They
That's
fear he gonna get hit and fumbled. That's what they. I remember the tight end coach telling him, "You got to catch and be aggressive, but he got turn." And he
when he
do.
catches the ball, he freezes. Like he don't
Right, right,
catch and keep running. Like
right.
he
He don't.
catch it and freeze for the hit.
Right, like he don't drop his shoulder and get going. Like he's trying to go through somebody. It's like you got to turn to a running back as soon as you catch the ball. Like he don't do that. He still like kind of stay up, and that's kind of that's how you get hurt. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. Like I said, they got something to this team, man. The talent's there, man. It's just them really getting into the freaking film and executing. It ain't the coaches calling the plays to where they could. It's what they really got a team to where we can talk about them like a good team. Like I said, it's not like we're talking about that sorry they got to get this. Yeah, the O line kind of soft when the all day pass blocking, but let's run block them. They can run block because Edwards and Hankerson average 4.5 a carry, like 4.8 or something, 4.83 a carry. Like what? Man, just run 15 run plays straight and see if you don't get in the end zone. And then we be like, okay, we can't
Well,
run the ball.
the other way to do it is you fake the run and let them push like they want to run, and let Shador decide at the last
You
minute
can't
if
fake
to
the run till
release
you
the
run.
ball or not.
You can't fake the run till you run. You
Right?
gotta commit to. You gotta
Yeah.
commit to the
No,
run
no,
game.
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. When he drops back, they can't take the rush or they can't take the blitz of the defense. So on a running fake play, let them go forward. Because remember, if the running back coming out the back, you have a lead or you pushing to find the hole, right? At the last minute, he already does that. He holds the ball too long before he let Dylan have it anyway. So he need to clean that up. But this is what I'm saying. That gives him time to look up and see if he got somebody on a one-on-one.
Well, that's actually to help freeze the linebackers to make them,
But that's what I'm
make
saying.
that
That's the
look.
only thing that will give the line the motion of forward.
What?
If it's a known passing play, they gonna be on the receiving end of the force. They not the ones gonna be delivering the force. You
Right.
see what I'm
I,
saying?
I
Right.
think we definitely going to see a different look tomorrow since Shurmur is
Yeah.
calling it. We're going to see a different look team.
I pray he commit to the run. You gotta
Yeah, we
commit.
definitely going to see something different tomorrow. So you're probably going to see him work that out. I'm probably
If it's
sure
two,
if I'm pretty sure right now he's looking at film right now. He
if
probably
it's
looking
two
at
to
film
three
right
yards per carry, man, it's good, man. 2 to 3 yards per carry. Eventually, you gonna bust one.
But that's what
now.
I'm
It's
saying.
simple as that.
All we need is 2,
Yep.
4, 4. So the on first down, all you need Dylan or you need thing to get is 2. If you get 3, it's a thing, but you want a minimum of 2. What happening? They abandon the run because they're not getting 5 and 10 yards at a
I know
time.
you. Yeah, you play it 10 yards at a time. I know what you're talking about. It's kind of a boring game, but that's how you got to do it sometime until
That's how you gotta
the
win.
deep pass will be there. Eventually,
Right.
he will throw one deep.
It's gonna open up all of it. It's
Yeah,
But
and
gonna
that's
open
what
open
up
I'm
them up.
all
saying.
of it.
I think they want to make the game so exciting so it looks wow. But like to develop that run, you got to take two, go again, get four. Then you drop a throw. You see what I'm
Honestly,
saying?
man, honestly, Sean Lewis is using this situation as an opportunity to go to another Power Five school and be a head coach. That's how that works.
You know,
It's as
I
simple as that.
yeah,
Yeah,
I could say that too.
He wasn't gonna stay around for the process, bro.
Because he knew he
He
was
left
out of
for head
there.
coach. Yeah.
He was selling the whole time, like not the whole time, but he started
And his
selling.
and his argument when he go into this whole situation, if he try to get a job somewhere else, he had some of the highest passing yards with no O line. And look what we did. That's what he gonna say.
I mean, it is a seller. He definitely gonna
Of
sell it.
course it is. Of course it is.
Anyway, you look at it, they all got accolades because this is
Yep.
still Hall of Fame, like taking you know
And
second
Shador's still
league
in the top three
players,
with those numbers.
right? And he
Right.
had
With no O line. And we
with
know it's
no
no O line.
with no O line. And
With
like I said,
no O line.
with no O line, can't none of these quarterbacks. I was saying the whole time, oh, Shador ain't good. Now nobody can say we seen Washington quarterback go through some pressure with ASU and clink out. We seen Caleb do the same thing and clink out. We already know what Bo Nix is doing. Now they pushing the other little quarterback, Michigan, the other little quarterback. They trying to Texas
But
quarterback, but
hey, but think about this though. On some real
How
real
long Bo Nix playing though? Bo Nix played 6 years or something.
yeah.
he ain't. I want to see him get some pressure when you ain't gonna really know what he got until you get that heat on him. You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
let's
I don't
think
know why
about it.
he remind me. He
Look
looked
how
like
many
Drew
years Bo
Brees to
Nix
me.
playing, man. Shador really good, then, bro.
They said
But,
Rashard.
but think about this though. Our O-line, are you really trying to tell me that our O-line is in the top five worst in college football? World?
That's what the numbers
I
say.
wouldn't. I wouldn't
That's
say
what
no.
the numbers say, but
The numbers don't really know. The numbers don't say it. The numbers say they really good. The numbers say the play option calling is bad. That's what
No,
the
you
numbers.
gotta
right,
remember
The
when you're
numbers.
doing the
That's the
numbers,
there
you
you
numbers.
do it
go.
based on
That's the
stats.
numbers is really saying no. Either in the
Right.
play calling, the numbers is saying the line because they running backs average 4.8 yards a carry. So
Bro,
you can't.
if they ran a balanced attack, he wouldn't even have all them sacks like that.
Right. That's what the stats say. The stats say you don't got a bad line. You actually got a good line. And actually, if you just run the ball more, even if
Yeah.
matter of fact, if you run the ball from these stats 200 more times, you got 1,000 yards total rushing this
Hmm.
year. From
Instead of
now,
passing the ball 90% of the
right,
time.
right.
Have
That's
anybody
crazy.
ever went down in the backfield, Dylan or thing? I don't think so.
Exactly. They don't get T for air
They
like they don't
usually
get
get hit at the line or right after the line, but
right,
they do get positive yards. Hankerson did. He
right,
got positive yards
What's
running up
killing
the middle.
what's killing the rushing yards for the team is the sacks. This
Right.
Yeah,
nigga jumping like getting 8 yard losses, 10 yard losses, 12 yard losses.
right. Shador got hit more times than the running backs did last game. That's bad business. Shador got hit 17 times last game. He got hit more times than three running backs did put together last game. Shador got hit so
Yeah.
many times, he might as well have been a running back last game. Matter of fact, he ran the ball so many times, he was the running back last game.
Man, this
Like,
is gonna be interesting tomorrow.
I got your point, bro. I mean, I got your
I'm just
It's gonna
saying.
be interesting tomorrow, man. That's all I can say. It's gonna be very
Hey,
interesting.
come on, can we let the running backs running back? Like, well, we got Shador running back in the ball. We got running backs.
so
Shador's a
if you do
quarterback.
if you look at it like this, right? Okay, so if the running back gets stopped and it gets stopped for -5, you don't abandon it at that point. You keep going because every now and then you are going to throw it. You are going to
That's
throw
what
it, but you
that's
still
what
got to
Coach
run
Prime
it
makes me
even
mad.
still.
That's what Coach Prime makes me mad when he say that. We tried it one time. We lost 5 yards. Okay, but you keep on doing it. You
Right.
keep
Yeah,
on doing it.
you got to have creative plays. I mean, have them go on the
No,
sweep or something. I don't know.
even when you watch NFL games, bro, they don't get positive yards every day.
Right.
It's impossible.
When you see UCLA, how many teams we had like 9 tackles for losses against UCLA? They didn't stop. They kept running. They got
And they was
200.
run, and they was running successfully. They just fumbled.
Right. They just kept running. And like we were like that's like if you use that look, if you say, oh, we don't run the ball because we don't run block well, Well, if you think like that, how could you pass the ball when you just got sacked like 7 times every game? You getting sacked 7 times a game. You getting hit 17 times. You getting hurried 24 times. You can't hold a. You can't pass block, so you keep passing. Like, come on, man.
See, this is why
And
this is a game to see here, because now that they made this change, obviously there's going to be some play calling changes. So I'm just curious to see what's going to happen.
You
right,
know
I
and
what,
want
though,
you.
Matt?
I want y'all to pay attention to Shador's handoff. Once he
It,
hands up off clean, we gonna get some yards.
You know what, though? He really wanted to do this to Stanford game. He really wanted to change the play caller during Stanford game, but
I'm pretty
that
sure.
was his last opportunity at UCLA
Right,
after the 2 weeks.
right, right. And
Yeah,
that
because
you
because
see it
that
because
that didn't look like a 2 weeks preparation though.
Yeah,
that looked like
he's like,
it
if he
wasn't
don't get it
short.
right this time, he done. That's what he
Right.
said.
That
Mm-hmm.
don't look like he went and looked at film. That didn't look like nothing.
it
That
wasn't
did not
quite
look
two
like
weeks
two
because
weeks
they
of
had
prep.
the players had time off. I think
Yeah,
they had like
but
3 days off.
well, he had 2 weeks though. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
2 weeks
pretty
That
sure he
had
vacation.
didn't
nothing to
look.
do with the preparation time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you
it was
seen
all
that
on
game.
him.
Right, you seen that game because sometimes the O line they did block well. They set up walls, and it
Cause,
wasn't there,
cause
or like should
in
go.
the Stanford game, if he just ran a little bit, the game would have been over.
Look
I
look
mean,
look look at it a different way. What team get 4 stops, 4 turnover stops, and lose?
Nobody
that's
does
crazy.
that, bro.
That's crazy.
That'll tell you how bad the play calling was.
And forced
Nobody does
turnovers though, forced
That's
real
what I'm
forced
saying.
that.
turnovers.
Forced
That's
errors. 2 of them were picks, and we got no point. Well, we got
3 points.
3 points out of them.
six, wasn't it? Six or
Nah,
three? Oh,
just
we got
3.
three. No, three. It was only
Now we
three.
only got
Yeah.
3.
Three.
We
We
did a
refused to
three and
run.
out, and we did 3.
And that game was in the balance all the way to the fourth quarter.
Refused, and they just barely lost by 12 points playing that bad.
I
That's
ain't no
so
barely, man.
much.
That 12 points felt like 20.
It felt like
Nah,
it felt like we were shooting ourselves in the foot.
nah,
That's why.
it really felt like a touchdown because they really had that game.
Yeah, like it didn't feel like we was really other than we're like, come on, get a play, like we in it. Like it really wasn't like they wasn't dominating. UCLA wasn't dominating. They had a couple break plays, and even when they got in the game, like if you watch that, I watched the game. Like they was cold until the ref called the flag. They called the flag on punt, and they caught face mask, and then that moved the ball for UCLA after they got the ball back, and then they caught a offside. Then that moved UCLA up again. Then they got a little pass, and then they got that little fake thing in there for their
Hold on.
first
Let me
score.
adjust something, yo. Somebody's saying they was purposely doing that for Shador to
Nah,
get numbers in the
nah,
Pac-12. Shador
nah,
been getting numbers. So
nah.
if y'all are new to him as a quarterback, what you saying don't make sense.
Let me say this
Secondly,
too. Let me say this.
him winning is more valuable right now.
Right.
Let me say this too, man. Sometimes if you don't play any kind of sports, man, if you don't believe in what they calling, you're not gonna get the best results. Shador already said it. He for the whole season really he ain't really just been feeling the play calling in the first place. If you the O line and you get humiliated week after week off the play calls, you ain't gonna get the best of them players, man. They gonna lose their passion, bro.
And
It's
then the,
simple as
the
that.
flip side of it
Right.
is there are many NFL teams that are pass oriented. So let's stop making it seem like even if a team is pass oriented, it affects them in such a impactful way. The problem is sometimes they are not using the best person for the job.
Well, they
It's a
keeping it honest.
combination
Well,
of
You
yeah,
everything.
got to look
they
at the
keeping it
That's how
honest.
you gotta look
personnel.
at it though, man.
You got to look at the personnel and the
if you jumping
play
back,
that you're calling, right?
Well, check
There's
this out.
no reason why Dylan should be blocking.
Okay, so you just like check this out. I'm glad you said that.
it's coaching.
One of the people that's right now currently on the Mount Rushmore of offensive coordinators is Andy Reid, even though he's a head coach, but he's an offensive genius.
Nah,
Now, what
he's
makes
been
him
a
so special though? He works to the strengths of his player. So he know what
exactly.
Mahomes can do, so he plays off his strengths. That's
Right.
what he does.
He
He
even did that
checks
with
his
McNabb,
players.
bro. He did it with
What,
McGinn.
yeah, whatever you can do right, he wants you to keep doing just that one thing. Whatever it is, whatever your strengths are. So then he'll play calls, he'll adjust his playbook to your strengths. That's what
His
makes him
signature.
so good.
Right.
And that's the problem. He wasn't doing that. He was taking them and forcing them into his system. And at 6 weeks in, you can't realize that's not working.
And
All right, let's look
honestly,
at it.
bro,
Let's look at it
and
a different
honestly, that
way.
wasn't even his. I don't even know where he got that system from because he didn't do that. He didn't do that at Kent State.
Let's look at it a different way. At no point, probably once we had a split back, you realize pressure coming on both sides. Use a split back. You could do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's no creativity at all, bro.
They keep split
Really?
back when they go empty and they see the blitz. I don't know why they don't come out, or why they come out
Really?
empty and see blitz and then they don't run to a pass, some kind
Hey,
of
man.
action play.
You see, what they probably thinking, if they do that, they lose a wide receiver. So what?
Well, you got blitz, you got to pick up. So like a lot of that too, like a lot of that's coaching. When they come out empty, like when you coach, you give them an empty play, and if you tell the quarterback you see blitz, you should already have an audible to go into. Like we don't see that.
But
Like
that's what I was
as a
telling you.
you know what
When
I'm saying?
those situations come up, they say Shador have the ability to change the play, but you see him looking over to the sideline. Y'all don't
Right.
notice that?
Right, because like it might be something that like when you in film, you get a good understanding of the team you playing, but they come out in different looks all the time. So what you
Right,
want to
Shaka
do is
Jordan. KC
you
did have a balance effect.
you want to catch similarities of what they doing, so you can kind of figure out how to attack. And like what I'm saying is, as a play caller, like you should see, it should be an audible package out of the empty backfield when you come out empty. They're
And
like,
we not saying don't run the ball. That's not the point I was making. I was just saying we can't put that on Coach Prime to that the team is pass heavy. You have to look at what plays they calling in
that
order
too,
to
yeah.
be
That's
effective.
that's it. It's what we trying to say is the control and the pace of the game. Like you see games where the offense is pacing the game and the offense is able to like manipulate and figure out the defense. Or you might have a game to where the defense is controlling and the offense is just being allowed to be given what the defense is giving them. So
I'm gonna tell
far,
you. Yeah.
go ahead,
Go ahead. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, so far we haven't been taking what the defense is giving us, and we've been lining up in things that's forcing our offense to beat defenses that's taking away what we can do. So all of that has to change, and once we make those little adjustments, I think we're gonna all see what we want to see, and everybody,
Man.
players, fans, coaches, NFL, everybody. Go ahead, bro.
I'm just about to say tomorrow, man. Tomorrow we're gonna really see because hopefully
Right.
they rejuvenated everybody. Hopefully they rejuvenated everybody.
Yeah, we'll see
I,
tomorrow.
I I would like to see Bishop play tight end. He's a bigger body and he could block.
Yeah,
I
because
know
that.
he was catching a ball in practice, remember?
And
They had him
he was
ball.
catching it in high school.
Well, they had some play. I saw him catching the ball, so
But,
they
he
might
ain't gonna
have something up their sleeve.
he ain't gonna play this week. I don't think. 'Cause I think he from what they were saying in the Discord. I mean, he got from smoking weed.
I
What?
know
Smoking
it's
weed.
something.
Yeah,
Bishop?
Smoking weed is legal up there.
down for the team though.
Yeah, you on the team.
No. Coach say it all the time. He said, "Make sure y'all don't smoke too much." Now they can smoke.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
They shouldn't be doing it, but yeah, they can smoke, man.
that's the same thing with Juju. We know for a fact that's what going on with Juju.
It's that for fact. He right there with him.
Yeah, he's right there.
I don't know
Yeah.
unless it's a policy, a team policy.
It's a team policy. It's a team
Is it
Gotta
policy.
really?
be.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, Coach ain't going for
You
that shit.
remember Coach
But you
gave
said
that
you heard.
speech?
Wait a minute. You
I don't
heard that
think
in
Coach with it though, because Coach gave the speech.
wait. You said you heard that in Discord.
Yeah,
Maybe
in
like
one
not during the season. Maybe
yeah,
after the season, maybe they can get down, but like not during the
yeah.
season.
Not during the season though. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
even when there was going on, he was like, "Don't let nobody give you nothing to like."
it's kind of hard to know
He
why
talking
he's
about the
out though.
panties.
They
Oh,
didn't really announce why he's out though.
No, they're not gonna put it out there, but in the Discord, that's what they saying. Like,
not because
Right.
This is valuable information. They saying,
on Well Off Media, they was talking about it. Then Bucky cut the camera. So
yeah, they ain't gonna
Yeah,
talk.
yeah.
They ain't gonna
And
put it out there
image,
like that, man.
and
Yeah,
image and likeness, man.
yeah.
yeah.
They're not gonna put it out there like that.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, I wouldn't see them putting it out. If it's an
Some stuff
internal
you
thing,
ain't
they
gonna put
can
out there.
do that with the
Yeah,
team.
they try to keep
Yeah,
everything internal, but if you keep on asking questions, you see how he like, well, ask him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's what it is.
And the thing about it is
I
when
think he
Bishop
playing
there,
this
the
game
energy
though.
of
I think
Bishop.
he playing this game.
He might
Juju.
he might have been good this week, but if you don't see him, don't be surprised. Him and Juju, don't be surprised if you
Yeah,
don't see
the,
him.
the energy of when they there different though.
Yeah,
Did
it
he
is.
suit last game? He suited up last game,
Yeah,
right?
he suited up.
Oh, Juju?
He got
No,
in the game
Bishop.
last week. He played a little bit.
Yeah,
Nah,
Kamani,
Bishop didn't play
Kamani
last
got
game.
No, not
Kamani
Bishop
got
didn't.
Bishop. Mitchell.
He didn't even go to the game.
Bishop wasn't there last week. He didn't
No,
dress
he
up.
wasn't even there. Yeah, he wasn't even there.
No, I mean Mitchell. Mitchell played.
No, he didn't get in last week either.
Yeah, he got in a little bit. I think it was special teams.
Kamani
Well,
got
said
in
he
too for a
good
little
then.
bit.
Yeah, so that's he good then. So they just making him start from the bottom.
I think Juju really didn't have a full understanding of the defense, man. Like for that first game he played, I think he just fit in for that one game, because it was for their complex. But everything else he got to learn.
Yeah, I
Once
hope he play
Kimani
this
put on
game though.
some weight,
I would like to see
Kimani
him in
put on
this
some
game.
weight, he gonna be straight.
Yeah, he
Yeah, I would
will.
like to. They
He's
said Ray
fresh.
Lewis talked to him. Coach Prime had Ray Lewis talk to him about something.
But
So they
this
see a lot of promise in him.
this his last year or what? We got one more
He
year.
got
This
one
is
more
different
year.
year.
He got that COVID
Uh-uh.
year. He got one more.
Who you talking about, Juju?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
that
know, man.
COVID year, man. That COVID
I
year
don't know.
gave
So,
everybody.
they got a couple guys that this their last year, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
I remember
the
coach
guy with the
saying this
locks.
is it.
is,
Yeah, the
is,
guy with the locks. I forget it. They came from West Virginia.
is this his COVID year this year or what?
No, I think this is last year too. Um, yeah, I think that's his last year. I
I think
know.
he might have some time because he was saying he wanted to wait till he feel 100%. You ain't gonna want to wait if you know this is your last chance to get in.
Yeah, I think they
Damn,
probably all
Alan
got
Keith said he been watching football since Vince Lombardi. Damn, okay. That means you
that.
know a lot about the game.
He was listening to it on the radio. What you talking about? Good God.
Shit, that was on the yeah.
Hey, this
That's
Juju last year,
that's
bro.
listening, ain't it? Vince Lombardi. I don't think it was a TV out when Vince Lombardi was playing.
Let me
Now,
see.
if there's Juju last year, man, he playing around, bro.
Let me see. The first suit. Alan, answer. Can you answer that question for us? You said you've been watching since Vince Lombardi. Did you watch it on TV? His first Super Bowl was that on TV? I believe it was. But let's
Yeah,
see what he say.
his pro stuff.
That means he know a lot of. He been watching this game that long. He know a lot about the game. Man, damn, he said
That was
Vince
when black
Lombardi.
and white was
Yep.
Yeah, they said this
black and
Juju
white.
last year.
This is last year, bro.
This
So
He
is
if
come to
last year.
this
Colorado. We won
Juju last year, he got
last
what
year.
3 games to make an impact.
Okay, it was
Yeah.
on TV. Okay.
Yeah, he played a bunch of Packer
Yeah,
games
I
that year.
expect him to be in this game because I heard the other coach said Juju is written this week, isn't it? It's been written.
They
Man,
asked
you know what's been
Coach
weird? They've
Hart
been
this
saying
week.
it the last 2 weeks, though.
Damn.
That's
All right.
This what's been so weird, man.
Nah, on that Denver YouTube channel, they asked Coach Hart if Juju gonna play. He's like everybody ready to go, everybody eligible to get on the field now. So he definitely gonna be playing.
Right. They asked him, "Do you have a full deck of cards?" He's like,
But like
"Yeah."
everybody said, there's a lot of questions will be answered tomorrow. That's why it's
Yeah,
going to be a good game to watch.
yeah. This is gonna be the different because he had to really when Coach Prime decided to do that, they had to have a real sit down and talk about what the game plan was. Coach Prime had to believe in it before he made that move.
I just hope the refs don't pick their hand in this game again,
They
like they
always do.
wanted to so bad last week.
They
Like they
always
what
do.
I
man,
mean
they was so mad. Look, hey, if they don't flag shallow, and if they don't give Shador that fake grounding, they only got 4 flags the whole game.
I don't understand how that was grounding too though.
That wasn't even grounding. They want to flag you, see you so bad, bro. They couldn't make it out because everybody looking at that. They gonna be hitting tomorrow. I just hope they don't allow Oregon State to smack on CU and have CU timid out there, man. That's what I don't want to see, bro.
That's why we got to run and be the aggressors, man.
Man,
We got to
got
Hey,
run
to.
and be
D,
aggressors.
Regalo, yeah, he is hurt. He said that he can't shake the pain right now.
I knew Shador was gonna be hurt, man. He took a shot, man. I was
That's
Yeah,
a
saying he
lot
out
of
for 2
shots. That
weeks,
wasn't
man.
just one.
Listen, man, you take a cortisone shot, you out for 2 weeks, man. You take a cortisone shot in college, you out for 2 weeks, man. You gonna keep playing? You supposed to be out the game now. You gonna keep playing? A cortisone shot, DMSO, a cortisone shot, or they get a horses. You get it to livestock animals, and like when they hurt ankle, it dissolve the bone, and it like it's really rough, man. But to cortisone to block a cortisone shot, it numb everything up, like stops the blood flow.
No, but when
It
he
don't
sat
heal
on
nothing.
the bench, bro, you know he was banged up.
The second, the
When you saw
second,
him sat on that bench at that game, you know.
Shador might not even play. Yeah, I know you might not play tomorrow. He might have to be forced to run because Shador might not. He took a cortisone. The second time
it's
said
hard because
cortisone shot.
the team didn't really say anything. I think I'm assuming he's playing.
He might. Cause they probably saying he probably not taking no snaps this week. He probably barely just start
He
walking.
didn't take no snaps until yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm
He
saying?
didn't take no snaps until yesterday.
Yeah.
If he get hit too much tomorrow, I would say take him out.
He probably not even gonna be in the game. If you want that man not to have a broken hip or
I
whatever,
mean,
you
he
got
was moving around, so he's
He
not
playing,
like
bro.
thing, but
Yeah, he playing.
yeah.
If they trying to get Bo eligible, they might have to have him in the game. They need him in the game.
He wouldn't make. He wouldn't
Because coach said he was gonna give him 2 days. Then when the 2 days come, he said he gonna give him some more. So he really didn't go out until yesterday.
I would literally be watching him closely. I would have the doctors watching him closely tomorrow. The moment I see one slight limp, he's out the game.
I mean, he naturally limps though. I don't know if y'all noticed that.
right. He do got the little dip when he bed.
He do got like he walk like he grew up riding horses.
Well, I'll be watching him closely.
Right. Very
I'll be
close.
watching that jumbotron to get a zoom in on him to see what's
That's why
going
it's
on.
That's why it's gonna be a heavy run game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Got
Well, you guys gonna be around tomorrow?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
after the game?
Yeah.
If,
Max, where you stay at, Max?
huh?
What state you in?
I'm in Virginia.
Okay, that's what's up. I grew up in DC, but I live in Arkansas right now.
Yeah, I'm from Jersey. I moved out here to for school and work.
You move from DC to Arkansas? What kind of move is
No,
that?
I done lived a lot of places, bro, but
Oh,
Arkansas, economically, man, it's a lot of money, bro.
He did it. Yeah, he did it for work. And it's a lot of people moving around the country right now. A lot of people.
The cost of living is way cheaper than
Yeah,
living
cost of living. Like that's the only reason why I didn't go back up north because of the cost of living.
What y'all paying in Jersey and New York? We be
man, what they selling you for apartment in New York now is ridiculous.
But you see, you know what? You see a lot of New York plates down here more than ever before now.
Yeah,
a lot of people commuting like that too. That's crazy. Yeah, but a lot of people
It's,
commute like that.
it's if you see like it costs more to borrow money now, so it's everything is up. Like you look at the interest rates, and so some people got to move, man. After that COVID year, people were working from home, and after that, there was like the migration. I'm starting to see a lot of out of state plates around here.
Yeah.
Yep. Cost of living, man. It's like New York. A couple of my friends, I thought they would never move. They said, "Man, we're moving end of the year."
Man, my daughter.
you can't really count that, man. They got to make 6 months wherever they move. I got a cousin, man, bought a house in Atlanta down here, and he came down for like 3 months and moved back. I mean, he kept the house and rented out, but a lot of them can't make that.
They got crazy. It done got crazy. I should live in Atlanta from 95 to 2000, and what it is now is crazy.
Oh yeah, Atlanta. It's not the
everybody's
same.
going to Atlanta.
Back in those days, you should get off all apartment for like 550.
Yeah, everybody's going to
Shoot,
Atlanta
that
back
was
in
the
the
early
day.
2000s, man.
2000, yeah.
But a lot of people way back in it though. A lot of
Back
people
in
was
them days,
way
that
back
was a
then.
two
They was going
bedroom,
home.
girl.
Yeah,
That's what everybody's going today.
That's way
Yeah.
back in the
yeah,
day.
that
2002,
was
2099.
the last time I saw those prices. Early 2000s.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
they long gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Way expensive. I got
They
plenty of them out
long
there.
gone.
It's over with.
Same thing with AT after that. AT been long going after all that. After everybody, 'cause I know I was in Cali. I know everybody from Cali was going to AT in 2000, 99,
See, that's where a
like
lot of people from
2006.
California they come here. They come here because it's the cost of
Yeah,
living. Man.
yeah, it'd be all up in Georgia. Where you going, Georgia? You going to Georgia? Damn, everybody go to Georgia.
Yeah, most people in Georgia right now not from Georgia.
Man, you barely meet anybody from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Right. Same thing in
You
Cali.
Atlanta.
Everybody out here ain't from Cali. Where you from? I'm from there. Where you? What? Everybody from somewhere. Hey, crazy,
Yeah,
man.
Cali is like that too. It's a melting pot.
I say you where you don't want to move to is Memphis. You
Yeah.
Uh,
know what I mean?
I got family out there.
You
Got
know what I mean?
He said 550 would get you a nice futon and a hostel.
oh nah. What is that?
New York,
I
yep.
mean you could get for 550 out here. You can live in the hood.
You you
550 in
you
Cali, you
You
can
can
get a
live in a
tent and stay on the
project.
sidewalk. That's what you can get for
you
550.
you said New York. You crazy, man. My homeboy got a bedroom. Like he rent a bedroom in a woman's house, and
About
he paid
1,500 a month.
like
man,
1800.
Oh,
Yeah,
New
that's
man.
why.
York is different. Yeah.
Yeah, New York is different, bro.
He rent a room, not a house, not a room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
half a room sharing.
I got a family member doing the same thing. 1,500 a month
That's
for a
Cali for
bedroom.
you. Yeah, half a bedroom. 15
My niece and her
Cali.
friends, right? They had this idea because she's a nurse, so her friends are nurses too. So they had this idea to move to New York City. They're from Jersey, but they moved to New York City. So the time I was up there before last, I went by their house. They live in a high rise. I said, "How much y'all paying?" How much y'all paying a piece? Guess how much they paying a piece?
Look,
How
five,
much?
How
Probably
much you think?
2,000 B.
How much
25.
you think they paying a piece?
What they
They
got?
2,000.
each
New
have,
York?
look, they're in a high rise. They each have their own bedroom
In New York?
in New York.
2,000 a piece.
They paying
About three.
2,500 a
Yeah,
piece.
25. Yeah, something like that, 25
Yeah,
maybe.
2,500 a piece.
That's it. That's included everything. Like is the lights, everything. 2,500 a piece.
Yeah.
Man.
All right. It's about 5,000 there, the penthouse up there.
But they're getting ready to move though. Guess where? Down here.
That's how they stay in the
It
city. In the
makes
city,
sense.
that's all the penthouses in the city cost
Yeah,
about
I
five,
think they
six
just
thousand.
wanted the experience of living in New
What
York
part of
City.
Virginia? What part of Virginia you in?
I'm in Richmond.
Man,
We're
Okay.
on
you,
the
you you
outskirts.
can hear that man voice, man. That man in Richmond, man. That man got money, man.
No, Richmond is Richmond. It's not like it used to be in the early 2000s. Everything went up here, but
Oh,
compared to California, it's cheap. Like here for $2,000, you can get you can still get land here. You can still get like for 2,000 month for mortgage, you can get a lot of land
okay.
still.
My homeboy is
But
a
that's changing
firefighter
though.
out
That's
there.
changing because people are migrating down here, so the price is going up now. So if you want like a 4 or 5 bedroom house, you can still find. It depends on what you're looking for, but that price is going up, man.
You see
This
what
is going to
Yeah,
be the
happened?
last
scarcity,
year.
man.
What happened in Atlanta? You see when everybody cashed out in New York? They was coming down here with million
Man,
dollar checks, one point
Atlanta,
two million
Atlanta,
dollar checks. So them
yeah, Atlanta,
realtors
Atlanta
was
legendary.
getting them.
Yeah.
So you have people coming from New York, Connecticut to Georgia, and they don't really know the market like that. And a realtor telling you, well, the house is worth 600,000, but really it's been going at 350, and you cash out and buy it. By default, you raise the whole neighborhood. So that's kind of what made Atlanta go crazy real quick. Because a lot of them older people who didn't want the cold anymore cashed out and they didn't want to go Florida. So, they stopped, Georgia and stuff. Like some people went to Carolina and stuff like that.
Yeah, I researched like the cost of living in Boulder is really high.
It's crazy.
So for the get the players to come out there, you got to offer them a bag, man. It's
I think they pay for school
yeah, they pay for the rent.
and they give them like a not like a credit card, but a money card that they load every Friday or once a week.
Yeah, I heard Coach Prime saying that they offer a voucher for rent.
Yeah,
It
but they
has
get
to,
a
man.
cash voucher too.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So they
Yeah,
get some they get
they
some
get good stuff.
incentives for playing there. You just
Yeah,
don't hear about it.
they ain't
Yeah,
gonna speak on.
Yeah, they're
well,
not gonna speak on that.
we
They
know
in
they don't get no
Boulder.
parking.
They in the they I think they got the biggest airport in the world right there.
The biggest
Do they
what?
really?
The biggest airport in the world is I think it's the
Bigger than
Boulder
Atlanta?
airport, ain't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
Hartsfield.
it's the one the Queen made. The Queen of England made that airport. It's like a whole
Oh,
city or something. It's like a whole sovereign city. Then it's an airport. Then it's another big old giant piece of
I didn't
airport. That
know
thing
that.
is like and it's over there. Yeah, Mile High over with Denver. Yeah, Boulder. That's like man, that's
oh
like
yeah,
Beverly
yeah, yeah,
Hills.
yeah. I didn't know it was finished. They was working on it
That
for
been
some
finished.
years.
That thing. That thing been finished for years.
Yeah.
That thing been finished about.
But I
It's been
remember
finished
that
since
it
like
was they were
13 or
working on
something.
it for like 10 years or some ridiculous amount of years though.
Yeah, she when the Queen built it, she built it like it was done. She had her own little somebody out here ripping their bike up,
Yeah, I hear it.
bit of yeah, man. The
I
Queen
gave
built
that
that.
bike stuff up about 5 years ago, man.
Man, I stopped riding bikes 2004.
I had two friends die on them,
Same
Me too,
here.
bro. That's why I
and I
stopped.
just gave it up.
Like for
Man,
Me
real.
too. Exactly
I
I,
why.
remember the
I
day
saw
I
this
gave it up
dude.
too, man. I was riding alone, and a lady cut me off. But I saw what she was doing, and then I just pulled over. I was like, you know what? I'll get
All
ready
right.
to sell this bike, and I sold it.
Man, I saw two really bad accidents, man. This I don't know if the dude was drunk, cut off the bike dude, and the bike dude hit and he froze right there, right?
Yeah, I saw that too. I saw something like that too.
Nah, but we know he passed away, but like when we looking like thing, we realized his head wasn't there. Like his head was in his helmet across the street, bro.
Yeah,
That
man.
was
It's
crazy, man.
Yeah, I had a friend get hit did like that too. But
yeah, man. I was like, man. And
you
then
know,
my ex, she sold her bike. She was like, well, I'm selling mine too. If you ain't gonna ride, then she wound up selling her. Then her homegirl got in an accident. She didn't die though, but somebody rear-ended her. She was at a red light. But see, we was always taught, keep it in gear. When you especially you got a busy intersection because you never know when you got to take off. She was in idle, and she was like talking to her homegirl like to the side, so she didn't see the car coming. So and then
Mm,
she was in the hospital for like damn, like she I don't know had a couple of surgeries.
man.
you would think people would see somebody on a motorcycle in
She
front of
wasn't
them.
paying it. Yeah, she wasn't paying the lady. I don't know what she was on her phone. I'm not. She didn't even hit her that much, but you're on a bike.
Right.
You
It's like
know.
when people get tailed in like that, it don't really be the cause of effect when you get tailed in on the bike. I had a friend get did like that. He didn't die. My other friend, he died. The lady she tried to make her red. It was yellow, and she went on red, and then he lit the green, and she hit him and killed him. His blocks was still in his helmet. It was crazy. It was like
Man.
2008. Yeah,
And I seen somebody wreck their bike as soon as they purchased it. I think they were new to riding. They at the Harley dealership. And I remember telling the guy, say, don't give it too much throttle, man. You don't need to with that bike. Just enjoy it. You don't need to give it much throttle. I don't know if he was listening. As soon as he took off, hit a parked car, he destroyed the bike.
oh wow.
Man.
Fork
Yep.
gone, bike gone, everything
Yep.
gone.
He was okay though. That's the most important, I guess. But he learned a lesson.
He still got payments though.
Yeah,
Yeah, he didn't
somebody
have to give it that much throttle. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he was. I don't know. I don't think he was like. I don't know. He was new to riding. I think
rookie.
he
Yeah,
had
gotta be.
his bike was too powerful for his skill set.
He says it was a Davidson Harley, a Ninja would have flipped on him. He went straight up with it. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, bikes
Yeah, I
too
felt
tricky, man.
bad, man. He was right in the parking lot when he did it.
Yeah, I feel that's on my road. I'm not. I
Yes,
said I'm
that's
done.
that's a hard one, right? You ain't even get on. You ain't even leave the parking lot.
Mm-mm. Believe it or not, it happens frequently. That's what the Harley people were telling me.
That first gear kick, raise up
Every
on
year they say they get at least 10 of them. Somebody do that.
you. They go right. They should walk the bike out to where if they gas it, they go right into a car. That's crazy. But them Harleys is heavy bikes, man. And, you can't be playing with those. You got to be really on your weight balance, man. But nah, I'm done. Last time I rode the bike, man, I fell in '04. I'm done. I'm done. So I'm done, man.
Yeah. But guys, I'm gonna get off here, man. I appreciate y'all coming on. Hopefully y'all be on tomorrow after the game. I'll be back on. I'll set the
Most
update at
definitely.
some point during the game. I'll do it.
Most
Yeah, for
definitely.
sure.
Since
Hopefully,
it's
I'll
a
be
late
Before
available.
y'all
game,
go, what's your prediction?
I think it's gonna be a close game, but I'm looking for them to pull it out.
That's not a number, man.
Oh,
I
you
say,
want a number? Okay. Let me see. I'm probably gonna go with. Yeah, he gonna put some points up. I'm gonna go with 28-24.
I say I'm gonna go
Hmm.
with 38-42 Bucks.
Wait, you up there? Wait a minute, yo,
38-42. They about to go crazy. If Shador
man.
play, he go play. Like they go
But
play
if
it
you
right.
say Oregon State, I'm not gonna argue with you. You know what I
No.
mean? Like, I'm not gonna argue with you there. Oregon State, they want to win this game too because they had some bumps in the road as well. So they got every incentive to win this game too because all the teams gonna play Coach Prime hard, his team hard. So
At 21-24.
21-24.
Yeah.
I remember y'all said that 21-24. Well, you going with 21-24? Oregon State.
However, Mata feeling on that day.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 42. I'm gonna go 42-38 Bucks win with a field goal.
42-38.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Shoot, if they go 42-38, then it's obviously it's a close game, but then
If it's in
okay.
them shootout ranges,
They
um,
definitely can do it.
see you gonna win. If it get up into them shootout numbers, see you gonna win. If it's a tighter game, it's like, come on, Mata, you can do it type of thing.
It's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a really good game, man. I think it's gonna be scoring because I don't see too much capability of scoring. So I'm pretty sure CU gonna come out with ways to score this week. And, I think Oregon gonna be tough. And it's gonna be tough to stop them, and they're gonna stop them just enough to get a win. I don't see too much more than that. Other than that, I hope I don't see a repeat Oregon game.
I hope not. If
It can
that's the
get that
case, man,
worse,
I'll
but
bring
if they
back the
play
OC, man. It ain't worth it.
right, if it get the worst, I see like that. But because that's the same. Oregon,
No,
they
I'm not
what? They
gonna
rank
put no point.
16. They 16, right? They rank 16. They're not a slouch. They're not a slouch. They're like USC. They got to play them like they play USC. They got to score. Not 35. They got to score 42.
Did you really just say we not putting up no points?
No, I didn't say we got. I said we got to put up more points.
No,
Slap
I'm
Happy,
reading.
what's your score?
Like we got to put
I'm
up at
reading.
least 40. Like they how they play UCLA last week. They got to play Oregon the same way, and they got to at least score 40 points, man. They got to at least score 40. Because Oregon gonna put up, they're gonna put 20, 30 points up. They're gonna find a way. I'm not even gonna
Man,
play
the
games
the
like
the,
that.
the chat had no faith in us,
Hey,
man.
slap Happy, what's your score for tomorrow's game?
You see, they put 24 to 45 Oregon.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what he said.
Yeah, he said with
Let me
with
go back.
6 sacks too.
he
You
said
said
six.
with six. Come on, man.
He said y'all tripping. He put
Yeah,
those.
he
Damn.
did say we tripping.
Hey,
Oh,
read
20.
that.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Let me see. 24-45 Oregon State win. Okay. I'm gonna see what we're gonna see tomorrow. Slap.
He
24
going
C
hard,
45.
man.
I don't think they're gonna put
I
up
mean
45.
today.
I don't
Huh?
really think. I don't think they got. I don't see Oregon putting up 40 points on CU. I don't see nobody else putting up 40 on CU this year.
Man,
I
I
every
really
don't
don't.
see
plus
it either.
That 40 points on CU was over with.
That happened twice already, man. I ain't gonna go that far.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't, like, okay, they had 40. USC put up 40. Who else put up 40? Oregon put up 50. Who else put up 40? That's it. I don't
Somebody
see.
said 72-0 CU. Bless your heart.
UCLA struggled, put up 28. You know what I mean? And they had to get Charlotte at the game. So you don't. If Charlotte, they had to get Charlotte. See, we didn't even talk about that because if they don't flag Charlotte, that secondary is holding down everything still because they didn't get no. When he was in the first half, they had no yards. That one receiver had no yards passing. Second half,
No
he had
one,
over
you know
100
what?
yards.
You're right. We critiquing the defense based on the offense. The defense played good last game.
Right. That
Yeah.
defense, hey, they mess around, shut Oregon State down to 21 points. We win
That's what
21-35.
I'm saying. I have it
Actually, let me tell
21.
y'all something. The defense don't play good every game. It's just he speed the offense up so quick, they don't get no chance to rest. So what can we expect from him?
If the D win is the field position, we got if we get the good field with the defense, we looking good, man. But like I said, that defense turning up at the right time in the season. This we want to see your defense like in the season getting right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they made up for them 2 games not getting turnovers. So you seeing they demand turnovers. So this defense, hey, they about to get for real, for real. They're not about to get weaker. They're about to get better. And that's about to they're gonna see 6-point give ups, no touchdown game. What, you're gonna be surprised. They might shut Washington down. You know what I'm saying? They might shut because Arizona, they used to scoring low. They're gonna be ready for them. They're gonna be low. They're gonna be used to them low scoring teams. They're gonna keep them at their average. They down there kept they keep UCLA at their average. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Stanford, but I'm gonna stop there. But yeah,
Hey
that's
Jordan, hey Jordan, he pretty much a lot. That recruit, he pretty much a lot.
Is he a lock?
He pretty much a lot. Yeah.
Offensive lineman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming on. I'll definitely catch y'all after the game. I'm gonna remember them scores, man. Miss
yeah.
Lovely said they're not gonna score at all. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
This
And
Jordan making me come to
if
the
that
show.
happens, you probably won't hear me say too much on here tomorrow.
They still average 30 something a game. Don't forget
Yeah,
they still average
you
30
got to put
something.
something up.
It was averaging 40 up the last week. You know what I'm saying? So,
Have a good night, Firefly. Thank you again.
all right, I'm gonna step out.
All right, man.
All right, y'all.
All right, peace.
Let me see. I'll set the reminder late tomorrow, but yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. I probably won't say much or nothing if that happens. I'll just have the panel immediately. I think I'll have the panel immediately tomorrow if that happens. But I don't think so. They good to put up points, man. I think you will see a different team tomorrow. They're gonna be extra motivated. That's pretty much it, man. Only a few more games left. This season went by fast because the holidays are here now. So, but all right, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow.